Why, hello. Pancake, you made it just in time, mate, just in time. Alright, guys, and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good time zone. Good morrow, good evening, good day, mates. Alright? Yes. Hello, everyone. Glory. A 15-pound, 7-kilogram cat just used my injured knee as a launch pad, or as a launch platform. I feel like this is what men feel like when they get kicked in the balls. Oh my god, Glory. Ouch. Mate, I really hope the cat didn't do any proper damage. I hope you're okay. Hello, Myrtle. Oh, hello, phone. One sec. Sorry, I've just been talking to my sister today. Hello, welcome back as well. Cats are slowly taking over. Mate, cats are awesome. I would not mind cats slowly taking over. They've done it once before in Egypt. They've also taken over what country was it? Cyprus. Like, as in, apparently at some point there was Cyprus had like a massive cat population, and like I said, Egypt. I think we can all appreciate Egypt and their cat philosophies. Is this a new oh god? Ah, hello. Is this a new ZBrush? This is ZBrush 2020, and Glory. Becca Bit Sprinkles, mate, I love the Bit Sprinkles so much. Thank you, Glory, for the 10 bits. And Maglad, welcome, mate. How my favourite midget's doing? You what, mate? Doing very well, thank you, Mag. How about yourself? You really did a lot of this off screen now. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, friends. So when it comes to the Spyro, right, let me just answer Florifant first. Florifant. The new ZBrush costs the same amount. Basically, if you get a license for ZBrush, whether it's the full version or the monthly subscription, you'll always get the next update. Like, it will give you the next update. Same with ZBrush Core. If there's ZBrush Core 2020, but you have like 2019, you can update like for free. It's just a part of the package. So that being said, I'm also paying for the monthly sub because I can't afford the whole thing. But I can afford a monthly sub, so I'm renting ZBrush every month. It technically does cost more in the long run, but it's better than spending $1,000 all at once. So it's really handy. And the full version is $895. So yeah, like just shy of $1,000. Currently, I pay about £45 a month. But you guys see what I do with ZBrush, I'm more than happy to pay for that. I would rather have the full version. I would rather just get the license and be done with it, like a lifetime license. But it's $1,000. I'm not going to spend $1,000 on it, not yet. I know I've already said this, but Spyro's my first original gaming experience. It holds a very special place in my heart. The same for me, Gloria, same for me. I'm not sure if Spyro was my first or not. In fact, I think some random Mario game was my first, and I've never been a big Mario fan. But Spyro and Crash. Was it Spyro, Crash, and Sonic? Those were my 3 childhood games. And Spyro, of the 3 of them, being my favourite. Not because it's a dragon, but I love the whole like gliding, I love the fire breath, like I love the abilities that playing as a dragon had. And I just really like the Spyro universe more.
Meat!
Set a donation goal. Loki, meat. Loki, mate. Thank you for the tier 18. Yeah, thank you for the tier 18 resub. And Loki, welcome back. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, PewDiePie. I don't feel comfortable setting a goal for it. I think asking for we're talking right. Let me have a look. Let's say $895 into pounds. That's about £700. I don't feel comfortable doing that. I couldn't ask that from you guys. I really couldn't. Right, as I was going to say about the sculpt. So, I am sorry. I did do a lot of the sculpt after the stream yesterday. I just really wanted to carry on. And honestly, I'm really glad I did. Don't feel just do. Do you really want me to? It's not hard to set up, but if you insist. Kev always told me, right, there's one important thing Kev's always told me, and that's don't reject a good offer. Not that came out wrong. Don't reject a gift. I'm not saying you're going to do anything, but Kev always told me, don't reject good intentions. That's just rude. So I'd rather do that then be modest, if that makes sense. If you don't want it, I'll sell out for you. Mate, hey, you will anyway. Right, like I was saying, let me quickly go ahead and find yesterday's image before we get started. So when we were finishing the stream yesterday, this is what we had, which is kind of hilarious looking back on it now. Like, look at the difference there. It really goes to show that just persevering, you really can do much better things. Because my god, now that I look at the block image from yesterday, it just looks so crap. And I do apologise for doing it all off stream, but as I said, I just really enjoyed it. And I'm glad I did, because guys, there's something very special about this model that you're looking at right now. This is completely shadowless. There's no lighting, no shadows. As you've seen in 3D models, you know, whenever you like do anything with like a blank ball, it always has shadow and lighting. This is completely and utterly flat. In fact, if I quickly just do this as a demonstration, hold on, if I just paint it all one color, there you go. So as you can tell, I really had fun with it. I've just been doing lots and lots of shading. And can I just say, right, I'm not going to show you guys now because obviously I need to get the video out. But when this is shadowed and rendered, oh, it's so good. It's so good. I'm so happy with it. So it's time to do another one. Right then, it is time to do another one. I'm going to do Charizard next. I had so much fun with it. It looks good now, and I love it. I really love how it came out. I'm so happy with it. Is it weird that I like to listen to your drawing Christian streams and I like to pop back into progress? I think I'm weird. I don't think that's weird. I'm quite happy that you want to watch it, to be entirely honest. And yeah, exactly, Ante. I didn't mean to make it look 2D, but I'm really proud of the fact that I was able to do that. And Antika, welcome. Right then. Good old Charizard. How am I going to begin this one? Right, so I'm just trying to find like a good starter reference. I think, there we go, right, I found one. It is Torturous of Time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And one thing I'm actually really happy about when it comes to that Spyro one I just showed you guys is the fact that it's also posed. Like, it's very subtle. Like, this Charizard one here is going to be a lot more posed. But, what am I doing? Sorry, got a bit distracted there. But yeah. I don't do poses very often because I find them quite tricky. So I was just happy to be able to accomplish it at all. Even if it's, like, subtle, it still just adds so much, though. Like, in the case of the Spyro, the posture is just as simple as, you know, a couple of feet are a little bit out of place. One wing's a little bit more broader. And just doing the neck now. And the head is tilted, and that just gives it so much more attitude, which I really like. So I converted the £700 into Danish krone, my national currency, and it came out to about 6,000 Danish krone. Oh my god. Yeah, you can see why you can see why I'm not asking for it. It's a bit of a lot, isn't it? Oh dear, but that's the thing though, like, as much as it costs, that is like a lifetime license. Like, that's it, you know, that's all I'd ever have to buy from it for that one single time. And I'd get every update as well. But saying that though, I also get every update for, what do you call it? I just realised something. This is going to look like a dick. I'm just going to say that now. This is going to look like a dick. God damn it. Oh dear, what was I saying? Yeah, fortunately with the monthly sub that I have right now, I still get access to all of the updates. Which program am I using? I'm using a ZBrush 2020, the latest version. It's never occurred to me just how phallic Charizard looks, and I'm really sad now. Oh god, no. Right then, time to just crank out the progress as soon as I possibly can. You see, friends, as much as I enjoy streaming out for you guys, I really love showing you like just the general process and chatting with you meanwhile. Moments like this is where I'm like, oh fuck, okay, just hurry up, change it before people make jokes about it. At least it's not a combustion. Oh god, I don't think I've seen that. I played a bit too much Risk of Rain too recently. I see a cautious slug item in this. Right. Got a big shoulder there. And I need to do the... let me think. Let's do the cylinders. Let's get the arms in quickly. I think as soon as I add the arms in, things will look okay. I'm so glad my school is cancelled now. Mag. Yes, we get to see the penis Charizard. Kev would be happy. That sounds weird. Right then, Combustion has a very interesting looking body shape. I have to look this up now. Combustion, yep, there it is. Okay. If I ever decide to stream that, please tell me not to. just tell me not to, or at least tell me. Actually, no, more like make sure that I have you know, a base body first. Don't do it from scratch on stream. And I realized I did that a bit prematurely there. There we go. Let's try. Let's do that. Duplicate and then move another one down there. Yes, I do see what you mean. That's awful. That is so awful. You can see the Charizard shaping already. Good. So I'm trying to be quick, but I'm at that point now. Now that I've added the arms in, if I start mirroring it, it should instantly just look better. So that's the 2 arms. Well, that's the 4 arms. Let's get the... Come on. The biceps. That sound of a potential oh no realization. I'm just a mate. Like, that body shape is not subtle by the slightest. That is awful. It's funny though. It's really funny. Right. Now I can just imagine, right now, when it comes to you know how when you're doing a stream on Twitch, every now and then it'll like update the thumbnail for what people can see when they're browsing? I can just imagine that this has probably just been like thumbnailed at the worst possible time, and people are just gonna like see, like, as they're scrolling through the art section trying to find something to watch, you're just gonna suddenly see like a penis looking thing. I'm not sure what they were thinking when designing Combustion. Combustion, now that you've mentioned it, like now that you've shown me how it actually looks, it kind of looks like an intern just like decided to try their luck. You know, they presented this this idea and it took off, and then we get that. That's what it kind of looks like to me. Actually, let's not do it that way. I think for the tail, I would actually Z-sphere this one. Oh god. I think it would just be a lot easier if I do it this way. So scale that up big time. And then, how am I going to do this? For now, the tail is going to be absolutely bare bones basic. Because like I said, I will be posing this, and therefore I'll have to do the tail a lot later. Because if I'm posing it, I'm not going to want to do it too much immediately. What if I were to commission Combustion? Mate, if you commission it, I'll happily do it. I'll happily do it. And if you insisted I'd do it on stream, it would just be really funny and kind of cringe for a while. The Mag, don't you worry. Can I just say, that neck, like, look at that, man, just look at the neck. It's freaking, it's like some creepy mechanical giraffe thing. Oh dear. Oh, that's better actually. We add the fire on the tail? Yes, I will. I'm not sure how though, because I can't necessarily just add on like a fire effect. I'm gonna have to like sculpt it in some way. I've got an idea as to how I do it, but I won't know how it'll work out until I get there. But I will be adding the fire. I might even make him breathe fire. I don't know, it's a possibility. I guess depends on how well I do the tail fire. Every now and then, Twitch takes a screenshot of the stream, turn around. It looks like this clip is a big, grey, pixely ween. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Wait, what? That just suddenly turned into a song midway. I think I may have missed that entirely, Glory. Right, activate symmetry, activate symmetry. And I'm just going to quickly mask out everything, because if I do this, and then, now that it's just the leg parts that are currently selected, I do that, now I can adjust those. I'm so happy I found this, man. Like, I accidentally just misclicked this button the other day, and found that you can just move all of it at the same time. It's so convenient. I was told to multitask, and I regret I can't do it. Same, Pancake, same. I can't multitask either. And Blood Reaper, mate. It isn't. It's like mate, it's my boy. It's Charizard. How you doing, Blood? How are you doing this fine day? And Zachigalka, thank you for the follow, mate, and welcome. Right, I think the arms are a little bit big. Yeah, I think they are a bit big, actually. Let's go ahead and unmask them. We'll make this a bit smaller as well. Just a little bit smaller, I reckon. Wow, why is that so... Oh, I know why. It's kind of important that you actually make it symmetrical when you're adjusting them, because otherwise they're completely skewed. Ever consider getting a PS4 for Dreams video game sculpting tool? I would love to, but a PS4 is very expensive. I can't afford one, but I would really, really love to. I have seen, I don't know much about Dreams, mainly because I can't get it, therefore I've not bothered to look into it. But the little that I have seen does make me, you know, a bit envious. The same for Little Big Planet as well, actually. I used to really like playing Little Big Planet. That's another one that is just unfortunately PS4 exclusive. You never know, maybe one day, but unfortunately not anytime soon. Right, next stage, I think, should just be the feet, little feetsies. And that will be with these. I'm doing fine. I have my hype timer active for the wintertime hunt time. Ooh, mate. Oh yeah, didn't you say that was today? The Iceborne release. Oh, I can't remember. But mate, like I said yesterday, Blood, I really hope that you enjoy yourself. I know you've been looking forward to this so much. Mate, it's finally time. Right, let us just swell that bit a bit. This is going to be one of the toes. Actually, now that I think about it, that's probably not the way to do it. What I should probably do instead, because he does have, like, remarkably flat feet. He doesn't really have toes. Like, he's got just claws jutting out of the toes, and I do plan on doing it in a more cartoonish style. So I think if I just do it like this, just like a big Godzilla feet, basically. Yeah, I think that's probably the way to do it. There is a Little Big Planet fan project that plans to bring LBB to the PC, but I'm worried it's going to get hit with a cease and desist. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard about that as well. And it probably will. It really sucks, man. Like, it really does suck. I understand, you know, I really understand why they make, like, console exclusive things. It's obvious, it's a business move, and it's a very good one at that. But at the same time, I'm salty. I'm really salty. Like, there's a lot of games I would love to get. But, like, for example, Horizon Zero Dawn was a game I was really interested in. But it's, again, PS4 exclusive. And I'm just not going to buy a console just to play, like, a handful of games. I mean, kind of ironic I say that when we got the Xbox. But I do try and play the Xbox every now and then. Saying that, actually, one thing about the Xbox is that while I don't necessarily play the Xbox all the time, I definitely use a controller quite often nowadays. Like, you guys have turned me from, like, absolute PC master race to, like, somewhat of a, you know, half and half kind of thing now. Like, I play a lot of PC games with the controller now. It's actually really comfy. It's really nice. Oh, Blood. Oh, no, mate. Why? I think I may have missed something there. Suddenly just draws a good-looking human head. How? Has. Well done. Mate, good. Nate, has. When the art juices just decide to flow, don't question it. Flow with it. It is such a great feeling when you just randomly nail whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like, yesterday in my Spyro. I didn't expect that. Like, in the end, like, you know, after the stream, I didn't expect that Spyro to come out anywhere as good as it came out. Like I said, I'm really, really proud of it. I really look forward to getting that video out. There's a cross-promotion between Monster Hunter World and Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, okay. The weapon you get is strictly OP. It can trivialize the game. Oh, that's a bunch of bollocks then. As exclusive? What? Okay. That does sound quite bad. Let me just quickly grab that bit I've just masked off. There we go. Yeah, that sounds pretty bad actually, now that you've explained it. And let me just quickly... Yep, data mesh. Oh no, wrong part. There we go. And while I'm at it, I think... Is that mirrored? Yep, it is good. Just gonna quickly curve this bit in as well. So I think that will give me a much better basis for when I'm doing the claws, or placing them anyway. Like that. Some PC games are just easier with the controller. Yeah, exactly. Like, what was it? Ori in the Blind Forest. That's what, like, that's a game I'd normally play with keyboard and mouse because I'm just so used to keyboard and mouse. I'm very fluent with it. But again, like ever since we all got the Xbox and I started using a controller, I've just really come to appreciate certain games with a controller. Like I've come to learn that platformers like Ori just feel so much better. Like I can't really describe it. I don't know if it is technically better, but it feels better. You know, it just feels more comfortable, which is something I've never really been able to appreciate. So yeah, thank you guys for that. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a point. Yeah, The Binding of Isaac. I've still not played that game. I've owned that game for like, what, 10 years now, and I've still not played it. Dark Souls is easy with a pad. Monster Hunter is better with a pad. Darkside is better with a pad. Ah. Really, Dark Souls. Oh, that's good to know. I shall remember that for my inevitable Dark Souls stream. I got really burnt out that game after playing it for like 6 years. I can understand why. Then again, I'm one to talk, you know. Spore and World of Warcraft. That's the point. I saw Glory say something big. Set to the tune of Bonnie Tyler's Total Script to the Heart. Oh, you're singing more. No, I'm not singing on stream. As much as I love you guys, I'm not singing on stream. So I can guarantee you, if you start like quoting song lyrics in the chat, you're just gonna hear like the most monotoned reading of it. Right, I like how that's looking so far. Let's just quickly duplicate and mirror. Like that. There we go. I gotta say, like, probably for the first time, I'm really looking forward to posing this because right now it just looks so generic. Let's go ahead and just move that upwards. There we go. Loki. I mean, I know you're still here, Loki. I know you're always here, Loki, but anyway, Loki. It's good to have you here. A lot of action-adventure games work better with pads. Keyboard and mouse, Monster Hunter is just nightmarish. Oh, okay then. Yeah, Loki. Like I know you were here earlier, but I'm very used to like some of you guys will like pop in briefly in the morning and head out. So obviously, Loki, you work at this time, so it's just good to still see you. I'm sorry. I'm happy. I'm in a good mood today. I don't know why, but I just am. And now there's time for Squarehead. And with WoW, you get burnt out, but you also get drawn back in so easily. Yeah. Yeah. You are so right about that. Bloody World of Warcraft. Why couldn't the game just be good? I miss playing WoW. I miss raiding. But the game just sucks. World of Warcraft. Yeah, exactly. It basically is World of Warcraft. I miss playing it, man. I don't like the current state of the game. Like, obviously, you know, the current state of the game is good for some people, but I personally just really don't like it. But I miss playing it. Ugh. But no. It's gotta be all artifact grinding and... I've been doing some self-help stuff lately. Depression has lifted a lot. Oh, Glory, I'm very happy to see that. Good. Very good. It's bad of me, but you still want it. Yeah, man. Well, what's good, right? What's good is that as a lot of you guys know, I used to be very addicted to WoW. Very, very addicted. It was all I'd do during the day, and then I'd like squeeze in my YouTube videos just like in between. Like, WoW was always a priority, which is obviously the wrong way to go about things. But I was addicted. I've long since completely conquered that addiction. I know that sounds hard to believe, as I'm sitting here saying, oh, I missed a game, I missed a game. But I have since completely conquered that addiction. I just miss raiding, like I miss the act of raiding, I miss, you know, being in an organised group, playing with other people, meeting new people, being competitive. That's what I really miss, is being competitive. But I know for a fact that if I were to play it again now, I've got a much greater respect for work. You know, back when I was playing big time, that's when I was still, you know, like very flaky, very like, oh, I just want to do what I want. You know, that kind of attitude. If you can hear a lot of banging outside, I do apologise. Whereas nowadays, I've got my priorities straight. But I still just want to play World of Warcraft in the evenings. I still want to play that. I'll hop servers and we can play WoW Classic. It's kind of funny, really. As much as I was really looking forward to WoW Classic, I've really gone off of it. Yeah, I just really lost my interest. I think it's because, like, it's ironic, really. The thing I miss the most about World of Warcraft is, like I said, being in a guild, playing with other people. That's what I really, really miss. And yet, in Classic, I don't like the fact that I have to play with other people. I think it's because I don't have a guild anymore. Like, we have like a couple of mates, of course. There's like about 5 of us in total that still regularly play. But the 5 of us isn't enough to do anything in Classic or Retail. I mean, you could do dungeons in Retail, of course, do Mythic Plus, but I miss raiding. First world problems. I'm just whining. And I have head. That sounded weird. But I have big chompy head. In fact, friends. Nom nom. Come to think of it, I did make that a bit... Did I make it too large? I mean, he does have a big head. I think it is a bit large, actually, yeah. Let me just quickly unmask everything. Unmask that. Unmask those. There we go, and that way I can then move the entire... I can then scale the entire section like that. Let me just double check. Yeah, okay, good. How's that for size? I think that's a lot better. It's still a little bit on the big side, but I would not mind that. That's better. Also, artifact hunting. What WoW turned into Stalker. Think a more hardcore Fallout Chernobyl with radiation, mutants, and magical sci-fi death traps. Huh, interesting. I get what's your I get the description that you had there, Blood. But what about artifact hunting though? Do you know what artifact grinding is in World of Warcraft? It's quite literally fill the meter. You're just filling the meter. You're filling more and more meters and more meters, and that's all World of Warcraft artifact grinding is. It's filling meters, which you can probably understand why after like 2 expansions and 4 years of that, it gets a bit tiresome. Oh yeah, let me go fill another meter. Oh, and don't forget that once you've finished farming all the meters, as soon as you finish all of that, when the next patch comes out, all that meter farming is completely useless. It gets reset. So now you gotta do it again. Because, you know, it's an MMO, and the current shtick with a lot of MMOs seem to be nowadays where they try to just like hook you in to get you to play for longer. Because you know, the more that you keep on playing, the more that you have to grind, the more endless, infinite things you have to grind. The more you're playing, the more months to subscribe, and it's stupid. The last expansion we had cool weapons, and this one we have a shitty necklace. Yeah, exactly. Artifact grinding is for pleasing normies. Well, that's the thing though, Glory. Artifact grinding, World of Warcraft, is actually a very hardcore thing. One of the reasons why I'm so burnt out is because back in Legion, when it had a limit, thank God, the limits were still really, really high. And I was raiding in a hardcore guild at the time. We were like server first raiding guilds. And in that guild, it was required to have your maximum artifact weapon because then you do the most damage, you do the most healing, it would make your character stronger. But the issue is though, is that we were having to farm it much earlier, much faster than other players because we were hardcore. And that's the thing, because that's been the biggest issue with World of Warcraft. Oh wait, what was that? I may not be here much longer as bad weather can fuck up my internet and make the stream buffer worse than No Man's Sky initial reception. Mag, that is beautiful, mate. That is beautiful. I think I'll stop ranting about World of Warcraft. I'm sorry, friends. But Mag, no worries at all then, mate. No worries. Hopefully the weather calms down over there, but if not, I'll hopefully see you later. And yeah, I think I'll stop ranting about WoW. It's like I said, I'm just jaded and bitter. I just miss playing. And Hydro. So you asked about masking. Hydro. Basically, masking. The best way I can show you about masking is if I hold Control, you'll see I'll do this like grey texture. That grey texture is now will not be affected by anything. So if I have like a really, really huge move tool, which as you'll see, if I move up here, it will just like grab the entire thing. Now, if I just try to move around the grey area, you'll see that it completely ignores it. Whereas if I invert it, now everything else is grey, but this bit is white. Now that is the only thing that gets affected. So masking, like masking is a thing in Photoshop and a lot of other programs as well, not just 3D, but 2D as well. Masking just in general is just really, really useful. And it allows you to like really take control of like large areas that you're dealing with without, you know, like say going over the line or without affecting the wrong piece. And when I'm masking, what I've been doing is I will mask a lot of areas, just like turn all the areas grey. That way, the remaining ones, in the case of this, I can move them all at the same time because the rest of them are no longer affected. It's really, really useful. And the fact that I can just hit this little button here, toggle it, and move them all at the same time was something I did not know I could do until recently. By the way, yeah, like, obviously we're all, you know, just having fun and chatting, but if you ever got any questions, I'm more than happy to try and answer. I am no expert, but I'm still happy to try and answer for you. Don't give Charizard titties again. Wait, again? Pardon? What do you mean again? When did I give Charizard titties? When did I even draw Charizard before? I need my tea. Oh my god, 1 second. I love you, Meg. When did that ever happen before? Oh god. Yeah, 1 sec. I'm gonna have my tea for a moment while I'm reading the chat. Artifact hunting is treasure hunting special items inside of magical death traps. That sounds really fun. Oh, Mag, you're right. I did just do that. I really didn't mean to. I really, really did not mean to. Oh dear, oh dear. Just gonna finish my tea and then we'll be back to drawing. I think I'll be doing the wings next. Oh my god, Mag. You see, friends, you can tell how focused I am when I'm drawing. That I very, very often just completely gloss over and miss like moments like that. I had no idea I was accidentally giving it tits. I was just demonstrating something. Oh dear, oh dear. I feel sorry for anyone that tuned in right at that very moment. There we go. And we're back to drawing. Yes, I know, Haz, I know. without getting too much into it, you know, I'm not gonna go on like some big furry rant about it, but whenever I do see characters like reptiles with mammalian parts, that does bother me. Then again, oh god, I'm no different from the people who like bloody argue with me about accuracy. Oh god, I'll become one of them. Right. Big old wings. Luna, I was just finishing my cup of tea. That's all, Luna. Welcome back. I get very carried away while streaming. Like, I really like talking to you guys, and obviously I want to focus on what I'm actually doing on the stream so that you got something to watch. And as a result, I very, very frequently forget about my tea. So every now and then, as I notice it's starting to get a bit cool, I have to like quickly pay attention and just, you know, like finish it all in one go. I also need to move the arms a bit closer forward. Am I moving anything else? No, good. Because I just realised that the wings are going to get in the way. Oh, whoops. And that one. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Right then. So we have that one there. How am I going to do this? So how am I actually posing it in the end? Okay, cool. All right then. The way I'm posing it should allow me to actually make the wings fairly simply. If it'll let me duplicate it. Come on. No, wait, well, that's weird. I'll just do it that way then. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm being stupid. It's because I still have a certain setting active. There we go. My bad. Just quote him on the best, no context. Oh, has. Right, okay, yeah, I know what you're doing now. I know what you mean now. Change reference? Right. Oh god, ale. It's just a tiny art and nitpicky thing, like how people draw layers or eyes above hair, even though the hair would be covering it. Oh yeah, true. I know what you mean about that one. Bloody ale. Can I just say, I laugh how whenever you do that, other people join in. Like every time I've seen you do like little sellout thing, like for example, just now, Rakdos trying to do the links. Like I love how other people just like join in on with it. You know what I mean? Oops, you did a sellout. Oops, my ass. That sounds weird. That was no oops, mate. That was intended. Right. Right now, just so you're all aware, I'm like really switching back and forth between two references. Because my main reference is like a typical T-pose, you know? Not literally a T-pose, but basically you can imagine like, just say symmetry or symmetry. Oh my god, it's symmetrical static posture. But then I'm also going back and forth to another reference, and this one's like actually in a big interesting pose. So I'm having to like get the wings in like this posed posture while dealing with a mostly symmetrical thing. And it's just getting a little bit tricky. I have to go do like a lot of back and forths with it. I saw a T-pose. A T-pose, mind you, mate. True. Good old cup of T-pose. Not to mention, Charizard does have some very interesting wings in the first place. Like, he has like multiple joints in his wings, which really throws me off out of practice. Let me think. Yeah, right. I think I should just do these like exactly as they would be posed. I think that'll make my life just a bit easier. So if I curve it forward like that, in fact, let me just do myself a favor here. Let's just undo all of that and put that on the base. If I rotate it from the base down here, then it will just make everything else kind of like rotate better. There you go, like that. I have a lot more control over it, a lot more control, a lot more precision. I just had to post my cat in Discord because I can't sleep, but loving her. Oh yeah, that's a spot face. Oh, I'm gonna love cats, eh? I can't look at it right now, but you know I'll be seeing it after the stream. Oh, gotta love cats, man. They're little cats are little assholes, but they're amazing. Right. So I think for this next one, it's basically here. In the way it's bent. Yeah, I think that's about right. I kind of want it to be rather straight with the rest of the arm. There you go, I think that'll work. And we'll just give it like another little bit of a subtle curve. There you go, that way it just doesn't look too artificial. Right, I think that should be good. The cats are adorable little wankers. They are. They really are. Like, it's one of those things to say. You love them and you hate them. They can be right little crapheads sometimes, but at the same time, they're amazing. Human. Cats are cute arseholes. Cat. Humans. Shut up and feed me. Exactly. You see, exactly. Blood, mate, you know. Right then. I have a feeling people like cats because they're like people, but they're cute and cuddly envelope. Probably, to be honest, like that doesn't sound too far off. I mean, it's a very ironic thing, isn't it? Like, what was it? The stereotypical relationship or the stereotypical wishes of like a woman is that they want like a man who will work for them, they'll feed them, they'll do all this and that and all the other. Basically, a woman wants to be the cat in a relationship. And it's kind of funny how they typically want men. I'm saying, like, by the way, like, it's a storybook stereotype, not like IRL. Like, how they'll typically want men who are very pushovery, essentially. Meanwhile, women are also the ones who want all the cats. And what are cats? They're mean, they're selfish, they only want attention when they want it. It's just a very funny, ironic thing. It's all cute so they catch a squirrel, eat half of it, and then drag the other half for you to eat. See, now, for that reason, I'm quite glad our cats are indoor cats. That's not our choice, by the way. We don't have, as a lot of you know, we don't really have our own house. We don't have a garden or anything. I don't like the fact that our cats don't go outside. Like, I wish I could let them out. But because we don't have a garden, and because I've never been out before, there's a pretty good chance I'll get hit by a car. And I don't want to do that. But on the plus side, we don't get rodents. Now, you see, instead of giving us like rodents or birds, Oliver will sometimes walk into the room with a balled up crisp packet in his mouth. Or a chip packet for the people who don't say crisps. Like, just a little bit of foil packaging, and that'll be his catch for me. It's a funny little thing. Right, let me just put that there. So right now, the general position of the wings will probably look very, very strange. But like I said, the entire thing will be posed later on. Obviously, I've got to like T-pose the body, that way I can actually pose it, change the form later. But the wings, because of the way that the wings are, I don't really know how to pose wings, so I'm just going to sculpt them from the ground up in the pose I want them to be. In other words, it's unsynced or out of sync, and it looks very strange. But it will hopefully, keyword here, hopefully, look a lot better later on. I can never have an outdoor cat. I'll be too worried about him or her getting killed by coyotes or a car. Fair points, yeah, okay. If you live in an area with creatures like coyotes, that would be quite scary. I don't really know what we have around here. I don't know if we have badgers here. Of all things, we do have badgers here. I saw one about a year ago now. I just walked outside in the middle of the night. I just needed some fresh air. And I just saw this great big black and white thing just scurry on past. And it was too big to be a cat, too bulky to be a dog. Turned out it was a badger. Kind of random. But no, like I do agree though, I wouldn't be able to let the cats out here either, because since they've always been in the house, they've only ever been indoors. They're so trusting, both of them. Like, Kev and I play with the cats a lot, so one thing that we like to do is, like throw light things at them, like throw a towel on them, throw a balled up sock at them. They're so trusting, bless them, that they'll just look at us, and this sock will hit them right in the face. Because they're just so trusting, they don't flinch. So imagine that when there's a car coming. I don't want to risk it, I just can't risk that. I don't really like domestic cats I don't really like domestic cats to be outdoor cats. I'm extremely overprotective of my babies. I can never let them go outside without supervision. Then again, I'm really selfish and also couldn't handle if my cats had a second family. Okay, that I don't know what that's like, to be honest. But in my case, I personally think, like, it's just my opinion, I personally think that cats should be allowed outside. But like I said, I'm not going to risk it because due to the way that owls have been raised, I do honestly think that there'd be quite a high chance of them just getting killed. And, you know, there's an argument to be made here, you know, like on the one hand, you know, you give the cat freedom. On the other hand, it could just be, you know, just negligence if you let them out prematurely. I don't know for sure. It's just a theory. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not going to let them out, so they don't have a cat flap anyway. they would not have any way of getting back in. Right then. I have no idea how to say that name, but thank you very much for the follow and welcome. I want to see make the mouth. I'll be getting that, don't worry. I'll be making a mouth soon. That's like the best wing I've ever done, what the hell, in terms of the shape. Dracky! Yes, Dracky! Welcome. I live in a modernised village on the outskirts of the city of Manchester, so we have foxes, owls, wood pigeons, ravens. Never a badger though. Ah. I don't know what else we may have. I did actually hear owls at one point. Only once though. But I have heard owls here before. I don't know if we have foxes. We probably do. I mean, we live in the countryside. We live like next to a lot of farms and such, so we probably have like a lot more than just badgers. But that's the only thing I've like actively seen. Oh, I did that all prematurely. Yep, there you go. I duplicated the wings far too early there because I am missing a couple of features, such as the little spiky bits he has on the tip of his wing. Like, I totally understand for a farm to have an outdoor cat, but if you live in a suburb, I really don't like that. That's fair. I'm saying that, I have had cats, you know, like before I moved out, when I was still living with my family, I did have cats that did get stolen, and that does suck. You know, you can only just hope that they're going to like a better place. So I do understand, you know, that kind of protectiveness. I might not necessarily agree with it, but I do understand it. My family has 2 cats that stay outside, allergies and all, and often hunt birds and mice. This one time, one of our cats, Trixie, left a mouse on the front door. It was pretty late in the night when my sister and mum went outside. My sister damn near stepped on the mouse and screamed her head off. Oh, God. Yeah. That would be horrible. Oh, that'd be absolutely horrible. Right. Is there any other parts to the wings before I carry on? I think that's all of it, isn't it? I think, if anything, this wing here should be just a little bit more jagged. Just subtly. There's something more like that. Cool. Right, cool. I like that. And meanwhile, this part, I'm going to go ahead and inflate that before I merge it together. There we go. And sorry, Jackie, I haven't seen what you said, but I do hope that you're doing well today. And I just saw that last bit there. Thank you very much. Mate, I've been learning, like, the whole sculpt through a primitive thing. Ash has been such an insane help. It's really made things so much faster. Oh, whoops, symmetry. There we go. Right. I can let my cats outside, sort of. We have our veranda netted in, so it's like a cage, so the cats can get some fresh air. When it's warm outside, we also take them out on a leash sometimes. It's funny, really. Like, I used to, like, if I'm going to be entirely honest, I really used to laugh whenever I'd see, like, a cat on a leash, because it sounds bizarre, doesn't it? But then again, though, like, if you're living in a house where you don't really have a garden like I don't, I can definitely understand or, like, appreciate the idea of having a cat on a leash. Like, it seems so silly, but, you know, you want them to get outside. Have some fresh air. Saying that, we do have the windows open. So we do get some fresh air in the house, just not like not the ideal living situation I'd want for them. My dad is one of those people who lets his cats outside in a very active suburb without collars. Oh, without collars! Okay, that's silly. That's silly. Okay, okay. I understand now. Mine don't have collars, but mine are only ever indoors. But if I ever had an outdoor cat, fuck yeah, I'd give it a collar. Two of his cats disappeared without a trace, and he still doesn't put collars on them because it's inhumane and they would check themselves. Oh god. Now that I completely disagree with. Damn. Well, sorry to hear that, Glory. And Rag, mate. Oh wait, hold on. You're joining to make one? Oh, Rag, you're gonna make a Charizard as well? Mate, do it. Good morning, Rag. It's good to see you here, man. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It always makes me happy to see when you're able to make it to a Zebra stream. It's always good to see you, man. Right. Like I said before, just kind of making sure that everything is properly angled. Now then, how would that actually come out? I just want to make sure it will have like the right kind of thing I'm aiming for. It's very hard to describe. I just want it to flow correctly. I think this bit does need to be pulled out quite a bit. And it's still straight. Okay, good. In fact, I might just have to put it out entirely like that. So that will have like one major webbing between, you know, the two fingers here. I think I'll move it slightly to the right, so that it can have another major webbing from here all the way to the base of the wing. Oh, my throat. One moment, guys. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. My throat's been a little bit funny the last couple of days. Right, that I do quite like. Yep, I quite like the look of that. I think I just need to move it just a little bit higher and inflate the base of it. And then we should be good. To be fair, this finger here won't even be visible later on anyway, because if you guys remember with Charizard, the blue membrane is only blue. You don't see the fingers, but there is one very defined edge, if you will, like defined finger. So that's just going to stay there on its own. It will not be merged to the rest of the wing. But when I do the membrane, it can then be merged into the membrane, and it will just be like, it will just have like that nice defined point, like the original does. Cool. I really like that. I like how the wings came out. There's still pets Alice Sugar principles before they get rid of it themselves. Oh yeah, Reaper. Oh yeah, I know what you mean by that one. I'd like to get my cats a harness so that I can walk them. However, I can't let my cats outdoors, but I live right next to the main road as well as a train. Ooh, god. Fair. Yeah, that's completely fair, Jackie. You're more of a dog person. It's kind of funny, really. I always used to be a dog person. Like, before I moved out, before I met Kev, I've always been like a huge dog person. But we can't have a dog here. Like I said, we have no garden. We're not having a dog without a garden. We can have a cat without one, but not a dog. Not to mention, I'm not sure if we're even allowed dogs here in the first place. But, saying all that, I've always been a major dog person, but ever since living here and getting the cats, I've come to appreciate cats a lot more. Like, more their personalities and such. So I definitely do have them. I never really used to think about it. But I definitely do. Saying that, whenever we can get a dog, you know, if we can ever move out, get our own place, get a garden, etc., and get our own dog, we'd love an Alsatian. That'd be so lovely to have, like just a nice, big, fluffy Alsatian. We want a big dog. Which, again, another reason why we can't have one here. Right, let's do that. Add that chin. It's got, like, quite a unique mouth shape, doesn't he? It's got, like, a very unusual shape as far as I can tell. Let's get the clay polish. Or clay build up even, and sculpture mode it. I started liking cats more since joining this community. A bit before I basically hated any cat I'd seen. To be fair, I can understand that. I know a lot of people are not cat people. Which, to be fair, I don't know why, but at the same time, you know, not going to question it either. Because like I said, I've definitely always been a dog person myself. But having my own ones, you know, like I'll see... Like, I like animals in general. I just like watching animals, like observing them. When I was a kid, I watched the crap out of documentaries and such. So I frequently sometimes just sit still and just watch the cats play, which might sound a little bit strange, but it's just interesting. You know, you just come to notice, you know, certain little quirks, certain little behavioural things that one will do and not the other, and it's just like a dog. You'll notice they actually do have like very distinct personalities, and it's just something that I've really come to appreciate. There's also one reason I'm very afraid of getting a third one, because when we first got Oliver, that really made Luna change. She's gone back to how she was before. Like, Luna's really lovely now, but I worry that if I get a third cat, that might, you know, freak out Oliver or something. An actual Alsatian or a German Shepherd dog? I reckon an actual Alsatian. Personally, I like both. I like both the breeds, or just big dogs in general, whereas Kev wants a dog that's good with children. That was Kev's main specification, was a children-friendly dog, which apparently Alsatians are. Whereas I can't remember, I'm not an expert, but I think Kev said that German Shepherds can be very... If they get like a new family member, then German Shepherds can be quite aggressive. Or maybe that's another dog, I can't remember. This head is going to be quite tricky to do. I think... I know why. I'm conflicting between two different references. I'm looking at like an old school 2D one and a modern 3D one. And I've just noticed out that between the two references, they really changed the tip of his snout. In the old school 2D one, his snout is very square and box-like, very wide. But in this modern 3D one, it's actually very narrow. No wonder why mine was looking like crap. Mine was just coming out all sorts of strange at the end there. Hello, Charlesy, and welcome. Actually, I can define the muzzle later. Right, let's make the mouth exactly like the modern 3D one then, shall we? I'll add the eyes in a moment, of course. There needs to be like a very large brow. But for now, we'll just get this going. And for this one, unlike the Spyro, well, my Spyro one yesterday, his mouth's closed, I will be having this mouth open. So you'll get to see the teeth, you'll get to see the tongue. Not in very much detail, because it's still going to be like quite cartoonish, but that will be the overall goal. Right, how am I going to do this? With this, I reckon. Our cats consist of a talkative, naggy blonde, a pissy Princess Poof, and a slowly dying sweet old lady with cancer. Aw. Don't get an adult third cat. That is when things are problematic. Oh, no. We'd obviously get a kitten first. We'd definitely get a kitten first. As much as I really respect people who go for rescues and all those kind of ones, I've had a lot of bad experiences with rescues growing up. A lot of very bad experiences with rescues, mainly dogs, but I wouldn't want to risk it for cats either. So when it comes to like getting pets in general, my only desire is that it's like a mixed breed. I don't want a purebred. That's my only thing. So like with both of our cats, it was just cat. That's all I wanted, was a cat. I don't really care about what type of cat it was. I just wanted a cat. And I got two very happy, healthy ones. Right. Rescues are a mixed bag, yeah. Like I said, I really respect people who go for rescues. Like, you know, good on them. Oh, because they're the same dog. Oh, Alsatian German Shepherds are the same dog. It's stemmed on the British when we load the name German Shepherd as the Germans were an arch enemy. But Alsatians and German Shepherds look distinctly different. Don't German Shepherds have like a much, or at least, what was it? I think it's like purebred ones. But I thought some German Shepherds had like much shorter coats, whereas Alsatians are like very big and fluffy. I think there is like, maybe genetically they're very similar. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm sure they do have like some appearance changes. That is interesting though, Bud. I did not know that. And that's definitely believable, can I just say. Right, those are some very strange looking eyebrows. This is tricky. This definitely is tricky. I think it's because the snouts might still be a bit too big. Let's make that just a little bit more narrow, a bit more petite. And I think the horns might just be throwing me off as well, actually. Let's remove the horns entirely. Now we'll get back to this part here. So from what I can see, the eyebrow... In fact, let's get rid of the wings as well. There we go. From what I can see of the eyebrows, they take out about half of his entire head. So more like that. That already looks better. Good. I kind of meet up at the tip there. What is very good to rescue, they do come with their own problems, and sometimes you just can't with rescue dog. Plus, they can have unknown problems, so if you don't want any extra stress, it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Like a lot of the, like I said, I come from a very dog lover friendly family. That came out wrong, but you know what I mean. I've come from a family who really, really like dogs, and I've had a lot of dogs growing up, and the sheer majority of them always had some kind of issue. Normally behavioral issues. Like we had one of them. In fact, yeah, one dog, we had a Rottweiler, which was a rescue for a previously abusive family. That Rottweiler hated us children. Absolutely hated us all. I still have a very, very vivid memory of looking at the Rottweiler in the face, which was a bad idea, and it snapping at my face. It missed, but I have that very vivid memory. And it did get my brother's face, tore his face apart. My brother's fine, you know, he's absolutely fine. But there was blood. We had another dog, another rescue, who hated men in general. We had another dog who tore the shit out of another one of our dogs. A very, very sweet Samoyed Husky. Absolutely lovely thing. And we had a Cocker Spaniel tore the shit out of that one. Yeah, like I said, I respect people who get rescues, but not for me. Too many dodgy experiences. My cat tried to use my stomach as a landing pad. I'm just gonna... Oh, God. Oh, glory. And, Rag, yeah, Alsatian is another name for the same breed. Fair enough, then. That's actually quite interesting. Like I said, I could have sworn they actually had, like, visual differences. But I mean, at the end of the day, though, as long as both the dogs are, like, well-behaved, they're good around children, all that kind of stuff, I guess, you know, still meets our criteria. Like, Kev and I, well, again, when we manage to get a house, we just want, like, a safe, family-friendly dog. That's all we want. I've been bitten in the face by my aunt's Rottweiler. It's not fun. Yeah, no. Maybe with time and breeding it became a thing, but I was led to believe that they are the same. The name Alsatia comes from a German-French border area of Alsace-Lorraine. Oh! That's really cool, Blood. That's actually really cool. Today I learned. I had no idea about any of that. And true, yeah, I do agree. It is all about, upbringing. Which is why I personally prefer getting animals when they're young. Because that way we can raise them themselves. And any issues that they may have is our fault, not someone else's that we're stuck with. I know that's a bit, that's quite callous to say. But at the end of the day, I want a pet, you know, for the affection and company. I don't want a pet, you know, to rehabilitate them. The more you know, you learn something new every day. Yeah, exactly. That is really cool. Ooh, that's a bit of a broken mesh there. Let me just quickly solo that one. Oh, yeah, made a bit of a mistake there, didn't I? Let's just inflate all that area. Cool, and let's just quickly, let's get the flatten tool. There we go. accidentally, at one point, I've accidentally made a bit of the mesh extremely thin, and as a result, it started producing holes and tears. Hello, Queen. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Right. Yeah, the face on his Charizard is proving to be much trickier than I thought it would be. It is interesting, though. It's going to take quite a bit of doing. Can I find, like, another reference? I guess that one kind of worked. I think, come to think of it, I think the face is going to keep on looking strange until I add the eyes in, because I think Pokemon eyes are, like, whether it's the new generation or the old ones, whatever, I think Pokemon eyes are very iconic and very defining. So I think as soon as I add the eyes in, the face is going to look a lot more familiar, I reckon. Queen, just drawing for fun. I don't have any commissions at the moment, so just doing a bit of drawing for fun. I want to start doing a lot more fan art in general, which is why I did the Spyro yesterday. So I reckon that's... If I'm going to be entirely honest, I want to expand my audience. I just want to have, like, more people involved in the art. So I'm hoping that by doing a bit more fan art, it will, you know, introduce myself to more people and just kind of, like, expand things more and more. Not to mention that doing fan art does have, like, some very interesting learning opportunities. Such as the Spyro one yesterday, I learned a lot about texturing in that one. I learned how to do very, very rich textures in models, so I'm very happy about. And I'll hopefully be doing the same for this one again. Provided I can do the freaking head. This head really is proving to be difficult. Well, not too bad, just, you know, trial and error. Let's see. I think the eyebrows still need to be just ever so slightly larger. Yeah, like that. I'm kind of my D&D boss now, and your Charizard looks pretty nice so far. Thank you very much. One dog I really want to get is a Husky Golden Retriever mix and a Maine Coon mixed kitty. Those are the types of animals I'd love to have after moving out, but I'd be happy with anything, to be honest. That's fair. Excuse me. I gotta admit, yeah, Maine Coons are absolutely beautiful cats. We had one a long time ago, but we were living in a fairly not very nice area at the time, and that Maine Coon did unfortunately get stolen. Collar and everything. Which, you know, what can you do? That was like probably 2 years, 2 years? No, 20 years ago now. Oh god, I can actually say 20 years. Oh dear, growing up sucks. But yeah. I remember one that we had, I think it was called Disney actually. We had a Maine Coon called Disney, and I think it was so long ago now, it's a very long time ago, but it was absolutely gorgeous. And Ilgan Smirnoff, thank you very much, May. Merry Christmas to yourself as well. I really hope you had a lovely holiday. Or holidays, you know what I mean. Thank you, Maiden, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, me too, Jackie, me too. Right. I think that is okay for now. It's still very, very simplified. But I think this is about an okay way to, an okay stage for the head, and I can move on to something else, I reckon. Oh, whoops. Spinning a bit too much there. I will be smoothing it all out later on, don't you worry. But at least for the time being, as we're like still very, very early stage work in progress, I think this is acceptable. What I will do though is merge those two together. And to get the horns back in. Okay, yeah, the horns are very much in the wrong place beforehand. Spaceship! Welcome, mate. Welcome. Daphne, when you're going to finish your drawing you saved yesterday, and to find out you didn't actually save it. Oh no, Pancake! Mate, I'm sorry. Oh, that sucks. She's actually a Maine Coon mix, and I just adore her to death. She's a runt though, just like me. Wait, what? Huh? Okay, that looks much better now. Okay. I think one of the major reasons why the head looks so weird is because, one, the eyebrows were too small, and two, the horns were just completely in the wrong place. That does look much, much better now. A part of me really wants to put the horns here, like along the eyebrows, but that's just not right. Like, I'm looking at references now, and the horns are distinctly separated from the eyebrows, so I have to keep it this way. Before I merge it, though, I will just go ahead and narrow it at the tips. Oh, whoops. Looking at head alone without the body makes me think Aerodactyl rather than Charizard. Oh, really? Huh. Fair enough. Nay, that means I got more work to do. Actually, I kind of see that. Now that you mention it, Blood, I do kind of see that. Right. Merge now. Cool. Let's get the rest of the parts in. Okay, I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it so far. I'm going to quickly save it. Into... Where is it? So brush models, fan art, Charizard. Bear with me a sec, just having a stretch. Oh, excuse me. I accidentally deleted my entire 3-year portfolio on Christmas because I was too excited about a new phone. Didn't read the fine print. Oh, glory. Ouch. Some people rip Pokemon models out of games and put them up with Sketchfab, so the worst we could do is reference one of those. It's actually a good point, I didn't think about that. I did not think about that at all. I think, yeah, okay, if I get really stuck, I think I'll have to, I definitely have to do that. But first of all, I'm just going to quickly adjust the head. Is it separated? Yes, it is. Good. The neck needs to be a little bit longer, right? Yeah, I think the neck needs to be just ever so slightly longer. There we go. So then I can move all that upwards. Better. Much better. The head might be a little bit big. Is it? Nah. Actually, it might be just a tad bit big. But I'm going to leave it as is for now then. Right. Wings. Let's just expand the base of that just slightly. There we go. Right, so I think just need to get the hands, or like the little fingers. And then probably start working towards posing it, I reckon. The hand, I'm actually going to do it quite differently now that I think about it. Let's grab this cylinder piece here. So as you guys have been seeing recently, the way I've been doing the toes and fingers recently is I just need to use like a single mesh, but because the hands are like distinctly curved, they've got digits, I'm actually going to like do this differently. I come and I see a chunky dragon. Nate, it is Charizard. Oh, welcome, Si, welcome. Right, how many joints does he have? His fingers are like really simple, aren't they? Yes. Okay. Make that one quite large. We'll make that one... In fact, come to think of it, I'm overthinking it. It's just like that. That's all the fingers are, it's just like that. They're really, really simple. Maybe inflate the tip of that one. Oh, not that much. Like that. And that should be all it really needs. Oh god. I just found a good way to draw Ghidorah's torso with good proportions. Oh, mate. Hats. Good, mate. Good. Mate, you seem to be on a roll today when it comes to your artwork. Right. Let us move that to the base up there. And give him some hands. Now, how are these going to be posed? Quite simply, to be honest. If anything, I think they're a bit on the chunky side. Yeah, they're a bit chunky. So what I'll do then is if I max out the inflate tool and reverse it, there we go, thin out the entire thing. And yes, Jackie did amazing things yesterday. Jackie has made us many, many emotes, and I absolutely love them. So guys, if you hadn't seen already, if you check on Discord, we have a lot of emotes now. A lot more. Right, how's this gonna work? Bear with me as I'm just trying to decide on how to do this. I think I'm going to keep this very simple for now, because again, it is going to be posed, so I don't want to do too much detail at this early stage. But I will have that. And duplicate that one over to that angle. It's so strange looking at his hands, because in some images, Charizard's hands look like they have two fingers and a thumb. And then some other ones, they look like they have 3 fingers and no thumb. If you get what I'm saying, you know how like the thumb normally has like a very distinctly different shape or position. It does look very inconsistent in references. Then again, I suppose all the Pokemon have gone through a lot of reiterations over time, haven't they? But I think that's good. That's about right for what I'm after. Duplicate that, definition and mirror. Push down, and there we go. Right then. Say that again. I just drew an actual good-looking human little hand, and I don't want to fuck up now. Oh, Pancake. Or Pancake, just make sure that the hand is on a different layer. That way, whatever you do anywhere else, it will not ever affect the hand, and we never have to remove it. But mate, well done. Yeah, all of you all seem to be like on a right roll today when it comes to your drawings. Good, keep it up. Keep it up. I think we've all been like just generally doing better lately, haven't we? I know I've been doing a lot better in terms of my drawings. Progress is good. Right, now for the hard part. The membrane. Now, I call it the hard part, I'm actually having to curve it, and I'm really bad at curving the wings. Or like giving them like, you know, like a bit of a fold or a bit of a crease. Let's make that much smaller. How the hell did that just happen? What the hell? Okay, let's try that again. Make that smaller. There we go. I'm gonna post a... Oh wait, Becca's our streams are buffing our abilities. Well, happy to help, if I am. I think it's just a happy coincidence, to be fair. I think we're all just like in a good mood, aren't we? You just activated my Google Assistant. Wait, how? Sorry, I didn't mean to. You're gonna post a work in progress of mine, though probably spoiled because it's got like possession in it. Oh, fair enough then. Design inconsistency is bound to crop up after almost 30 years with several generations of different character artists and modelers. Yeah, of course, of course. That's what I'd expect. As I was saying, like a couple of the more subtle features I just wasn't really prepared for potentially being different, but it does make sense though. Random videos tend to activate it. Fair enough. Whoops. Right. Let's now try and mold that in. You're look forward 50 years from now when Jowie is widely believed to be green rather than blue. Oh god, that'd be weird. Actually saying that, Sai, of all the colours, right, so when I was a kid, I did a lot of writing and I had like this big like dragony university kind of thing. I've since abandoned it now. But when I was a kid, I had this like big dragon universe, and saying that, one of the main characters is blue. But I then decided that this character, which is like a fucking Mary Sue, I decided that main character, his race would be primarily green, and that his blue was like a rare mutation. So, sorry, I just found that funny, actually. Of all the colours you could have said, that actually pairs up perfectly with, like, that little random bit of trivia there. Also, that is the best curved membrane I've ever done. That was so easy as well, what the hell. I think we're really on a roll today, friends. Like, just all of us in general. Today's a good art day. Right, now just gonna crop it all off. Oh, not like that. So what I'll do is mask off all of that. So I can just split it and chop it apart. And then I can just pull and merge and down mesh the rest of the residual parts onto it afterwards. Today's the day where good art's being produced. Let's all keep up the spirit, mate. Indeed, indeed. I just realised most things are locked to me. I thought my Patreon made it so that I could enter the voice chat. Glory. Glory. Hold on. Are you still a Patreon? I know that yours was one of those that would often refresh itself. Oh no, you are, okay. I know that a lot of people have had issues with their Patreon where it would constantly like flicker on and off. But yeah, no, yeah, you are still one. Might be then. Oh no, I remember what it is. I made some major changes to the server a while ago. And among those, one of them was that you had to like have certain community ranks. Because what I didn't want to happen was I never wanted, you know, say for example, someone would pledge and end up being a complete knob and end up just like getting access to the channels instantly. Like, especially voice channels. Because technically, if you think about it, I could accidentally make it some of the voice channels. If you just like spent £5, you could like just come in and troll and that would suck. Saying that though, I'm surprised you didn't have access to it. You should have that rank by now, Glory, like the community rank. Let me check. What is your community rank? Oh yeah, oh what the hell? No, let me change that. You're long due for an update. There you go, dude. Yeah, there you go. Now you have access to them. I'm sorry. So many people now, I'm losing track. Losing the open chat was annoying, IMO. Losing the open chat? Which open chat do you mean, Blood? Oh, you'd hate D&D where blue is third strongest and green is the fourth for Chromatic Dragons. But mate, blue's gotta be the strongest. And yeah, Glory, yeah, okay, that might have been it. But no worries, now you can at least. Oh, right, Blood, yeah. Well, to be fair, yeah, I know that's a very unpopular decision on my part, was the lack of push-to-talk. Oh, sorry, the demand of push-to-talk. But that's because there's a lot of people out there who aren't very considerate of their push-to-talk or open microphone, and I personally hate it. Like, I don't know about you guys. Some sounds I don't mind. I don't mind the sounds of, like, keyboard pressing. But then I also can't fucking stand the sound of package being ruffled, people, like, smashing their keyboard constantly, or heaven forbid, people yelling in the background. I hate that. But saying that, we do have the rank though. We do have a rank to give like individuals. Actually, no, I think I removed that. Oh, I can't even remember now. And yeah, Draki, you of all people know the feeling for sure. But yeah, I'm sorry, Blood. I'm sorry. Where is Select Lasso? There. Right. So what I want to do here is crop a curve into it. Ah, that's not too much. Not enough. Crop a big curve into it. No. Thinking. Probably more like that. Yeah, that'll do it. So I'll delete that part. And, yep, there we go. Now we have that part. What the hell, man? I'm just suddenly, like, I'm sorry if I sound narcissistic. I'm just not used to doing certain techniques so quickly today. Today's just a good art day. I've never really done wings this fluently before. I normally struggle a lot, so I'm very surprised at how easy this has been. There we go, that's one membrane done, just like that. People paying $5 just to come in and troll people for anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes doesn't sound like a very economic lifestyle choice. Mate, say, an arsehole, like, never question the limits of an arsehole or what they would and would not do. Oh, whoops. Cancel. Like, there are definitely some people who will do anything just for a laugh. Red is strongest. Understandable. Oh, God. You guys and that clock. I don't know what it is. Jesus Christ. I don't know what it is. I just love it when I see you guys react to the clock. And mate, Pinkie Pie, thank you for giving the sub to Blood. Blood, how are you not subbed? What the hell? I know obviously you're a patron, but I could have sworn you were subbed as well. Either way, mate, congratulations, and Pinkie Pie, thank you. And yeah, indeed, Sai, indeed. Oh, Blood, mate, you got the awesome blue badge now. Sexy. Oh no, now you're only 3rd strongest. But at 6 months, you'll become the strongest. A much better use for $5. I completely agree. Bye. I completely agree. Right. There's one membrane done. Thank you, Annie. Yeah, I really like the wings as well. Right, that's one done. Now let's append another square or cube, more like. We'll do the other ones. Now the other ones here are going to be a bit harder because they have. Actually, are they? Let me just imagine this for a sec. I'll just move that ahead to make that a bit flatter. I'm way closer to the black badge than I thought. How time flies, I know. The time has gone scarily quickly lately, like really, like what is it? It's already the 8th day in 2020. Like what the hell, man? Right, how am I going to do this? I think... Yeah, this is going to be quite tricky. Right. It's also going to be very tricky to explain the process, but basically, so first of all, I'm making the membrane a bit smaller than I want to. That way I can then extend as much of it as I can with the tool, because my models, I do make my models a little bit too large sometimes. Larger than what the subtool or what the scaling can actually affect. So I have to make the blocks themselves actually smaller than I'd really like to. But at least I get to move them like this. And I want to try and curve this into like a bit of a subtle S shape. Which I've never really done before, so that's going to be quite the interesting endeavour. I also need to be quite wide as well, don't I? Just normally, whenever I do like dragon wings, there's normally like multiple fingers to attach it all to, but because it's just got like one very large, broad membrane, I'm not exactly sure how best to approach it, other than just trying it. So if I curve it like that, that actually seems about spot on. But I'll just curve this one inwards up like that. And have it run along that particular finger. There we go. I think that is about right. It looks so odd right now. It looks really strange the way I'm doing it right now. But it makes sense in my head. It's a bit flat, but to be fair, I don't really mind that. Well, actually, do I? Sub to Becca and buy all of their merch? Yes, Metal, I agree. I'm still not used to seeing 2020 everywhere. I'll tell you what, right? One of the best things about no longer being in school is I no longer have to write the year in every textbook. Like, is that a thing people still do in schools nowadays? I don't know. But when I was in school, every class, every lesson, every book, we have to write the date. Which is simple, you know, very, very simple. But whenever it hit a new year, it would always be so, like, jarring having to write, like, a different year entirely. And I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. It's crazy to think that on April 2nd, I would have been in the community for 2 years. Really? Oh my god, Draki. And Mr. Horse, welcome Mr. Horse. Yes, the Spyro is done. I will admit, with the Spyro, I got very carried away and finished it off stream. Don't worry, video's coming very, very soon. But today, we are doing Charizard, my other favourite dragon. My 2 favourite dragons, Spyro and Charizard. And in February, you would have been in this community for a year. Wow, Pancake. I don't know if I said this, but in D&D, the metallic scale dragons are good counterparts to chromatics. I love the copper dragon who, in an attempt to cheer someone up, they'd pin you down and then proceed to tell bad jokes and puns with the copper-filled community. That's adorable. I love it. What the hell? Bloods. That's so cool. That sounds like ale. And Draki, actually. Oh, that's actually really cool. I had no idea that was a thing. Cinder's one of my favourite dragons. Oh, yeah, Cinder. And that's true, actually. If we're talking about things like World of Warcraft, then I think... What would be my favourite dragon in World of Warcraft? I do like Nostormu. I really like Nostormu. I don't know, actually, now that you mention it. So I'm just going to carry on masking this up. Like, I like Deathwing's design. I also like Terracotta's design, but not as a favourite dragon, though. I don't know. Yeah, Deathwing's design is freaking awesome. I do wish that we got to see, like, Neltharion himself. Yeah, shit raid boss. I completely agree. Right, let us remove all of that. Let me see. Subtle split. And we're removing the residual parts there and keeping just that bit. And I can see that little random residual part up there, so go ahead and split that as well. Yep, cool. Delete that one. Perfect. Cinder, not afraid to admit, I had a sort of crush on. Mate, Sai, that's actually really impressive you'd admit that. I'm gonna be entirely honest, man. That's impressive that you would admit that. Dude, respect. And yeah, the adult one. I'm glad the adult one. If it was the more kid-like one, I would have been a bit concerned there. Green Jesus style our kill. Yeah, fucking Green Jesus and wow. Bloody thing. Do I even need to say what my favourite dragon is? I'm pretty sure you all know me well enough to make a pretty good guess. I can imagine. Right, so I guess in that case then, calling Spyro and Charizard my favourite dragons may be a bit inaccurate. They're my favourite childhood characters. There's definitely much cooler dragons out there. Like Ghidorah. Like Shenron. That's another one. Deathwing, obviously. Who else? What's some other really cool dragons? I feel like someone would... Oh, Smough. Oh, I love Smough. I love Smough's attitude. Like, what was it? In the Hobbit movie. I can't remember which one it was, but no, the more recent ones. There was just something about Smough, like, the voice actor who played Smough was just so good. You are such a big fan of dragons. I like dragons because they're very flexible. I like dragons because you can interpret them in different ways. And I really like that creative freedom. I actually prefer dinosaurs. I fucking love dinosaurs. But dinosaurs are a lot harder to draw. They're a lot harder to enjoy. That's it, yes, Benedict Cucumber. Yeah, that one. Him voicing Smough was fucking brilliant. He did such a good job of it. Not to mention, Smough's actual mannerisms, his facial expressions were really, really good. My wings are a hurricane, Ghidorah, that's cute. But yeah, dragons are awesome. Like I said, I really like the creativity behind dragons. I like how you can interpret them in so many different ways. They could be like big and scary or cute and adorable, like Toothless, for example, Night Furies. As a fantasy creature, I just think they're epic. But dinosaurs are cooler. Dinosaurs are just so much cooler. One sec. I'm just having a quick little bit of a stretch. Oh yeah, Ignitus. Yeah, Ignitus, mate. Ignitus was cool. I like them. Right, one moment as I inspect this. Now, how am I going to merge the base of the wing onto the body? Like, am I going to keep it flat or do I want to curve it? I think I might just keep it flat, to be honest. Yeah, I think I will, actually. I think I will. So in that case, let me... Because his wings, like, the base of the wings are really small, aren't they? So I think if I just did it like that, I don't really like how it looks, but that is how it is. No. Let's try something else. Let's try... No, that's not good either. How am I going to do this? Like that? That kind of works. No, it's still a bit... No. Bear with me, I'm just deciding. Oh, cancelled. Just save, just in case. The dragon from the movie, I think it was called the Dragon Heart or something. Oh, I've not seen that, so I don't know about that one. Smog, I am fire, I am death, Monster Hunter. 20 minutes later, you'll be my hat. I want to see more of him, the other Guardians in Day of the Dragon. It made me sad that I didn't get a lot of screen time. True. Can I just say, imagine like Ignitus and all the other ones, their models in Reignited. I know it would never happen, alright? It would never happen. But imagine, man, Day of the Dragon, no, the Legend of Spyro characters in Reignited. That would be such a cool art style. I'm having a bit of a hard time settling on this. It's entirely likely, though, that I'm just overthinking it. Yeah, I think that would be good there. I think that's good. So in that case, split's hidden. There we go. So I'll move that one out the way. And we've got this random segment down here. Let's just quickly split that apart. There we go. And now we have that membrane there. And let me just quickly... Actually, I won't do that just... Actually, I will do that. I'll just make the entire thing thinner. And crop out that little bit there. Cool. Well then. I keep thinking that y'all talking about DOD. DOD? Oh, Day of Dragons. No. 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 What was I going to say? Older movie around the time when Tucci was first lifting off the ground. No pun intended. Another dragon you forgot is Dovahkiin, Fear Me. So, I didn't really forget Alduin, but I've never played Skyrim, so I really can't appreciate Alduin. Like, I've actually never heard his voice. Or seen him in game. But I know that Alduin is like another very, very popular one, isn't he? Ah! Bahamut. Bahamut from Final Fantasy. That's another fucking awesome one. Which one was it? There is the... Oh, mates. The trailer for A Realm Reborn. And seeing Bahamut emerge in that. Probably... No, not probably, actually. That is the most epic trailer I've ever seen. And I really wish... Like, obviously I had no idea about Final Fantasy at the time. But, mate, I wish I got to experience that. Leviathan's been posted. Oh, Draki, is that the one you were working on yesterday? I reckon his voice could have been done with Reaper, Mass Effect treatment. I can't remember what the Reapers sound like. I only played Mass Effect 1 a long time ago. And I can't remember what the Reapers' voices were like. And, oh, Draki, mate, nice, good. About bloody time, Draki. I'm sorry I distracted you so much yesterday. But mate, I'm glad you got it done. Right then, that is that about done, I'd say. Cool. Okay, now I have to see. Okay, what have you done, Jackie? Let me go find it. Oh mate, it's good for the shitting as well. I love Squid's one. Oh fucking hell, Jackie. Okay then. A Varinos Leviathan. Oh, that looks awesome. Bahamut's originally a D&D Platinum Metallic Dragon God, as well as Tiamat is the 5-headed chromatic dragon goddess. Oh wow! Oh, today I learned. It still surprises me when I see people say that Tiamat's a female. I just assumed it was a male. I was actually going to mega build Tiamat at one point in Spore, but yeah, me mega building right now. Still gonna finish. Ah, I think. Let me think. What do I have to do? At some point very soon, I just need to go on a great big massive binge and just do finish up loads of mega builds on stream. At some point, I gotta do that. The Squid says space drawings are amazing. I know, they're so cool, aren't they? And Jackie, you did a fantastic job on your one. You really did. If you look closely at the picture, you'll see the poor sod that is about to die. Good. Right, these wings. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna inflate these bits here. In fact, let's just do like a great big one, like that. Because like I mentioned earlier, when you look at all the different concept art and models and whatever of Charizard, you can see like a finger coming down the middle here, but it's blue though. It blends in with the rest of his membrane, but you can still see like that big defined finger. So I still want to have that here, and I think I'll just have it be just quite large like that. Now the rest of these, I'll move these all just ever so slightly upwards to match it. That way the inner part is more emphasized. Perfect. And I can probably merge it all together right now. I'm not sure if I do want to merge it, but I probably should. Let's not forget the best dragon ever made, the great red dragon of Spore. I actually did forget that. But Sai, you legend. Thank you, man. Thank you. Mate. That dragon. I gotta do more of those, man. I need to do a bunch more of those. Like, I've not done like a proper... I've not really done anything exciting in Spore in a long time now. I really gotta think of something new to do in Spore. Right, let's duplicate that one. Deformation. Mirror. And merge down and symmetry. There we go. Imagine a redesign of it. Oh god, yeah. Well, actually, saying that, imagine doing a red dragon in ZBrush. Like, giving it like the proper treatment. Especially now that I'm getting more and more confident and fluent with the program. That'd be very interesting to do. I know it's a childish one, but I think my favourite dragon is the one from Tiddly's Dragon. I don't think that's childish at all. Like, May Glory, I can guarantee you, tons, I reckon, a huge amount of people, like absolutely huge number of people, would probably consider Toothless to be their favourite dragon. And I just got a message from... Oh, great. I've been getting an insane amount of messages lately in regards to my taxes. I can't do the taxes. I'll probably be doing that tomorrow. I was meant to be doing it today, but something came up. No short of suggestions, but a desperate short of time, eh? Yeah, basically, Sai. Yeah, basically. I've got a million ideas of what to do in Spore. I just have absolutely zero will or desire to do any of them. I'm on a massive... Like, I kind of call it burnout, actually. I was about to say burnout. I'm just really... done with Spore. I'd rather just do models in ZBrush. But at the same time, though, like, I'm the only person who plays Spore now. I feel really bad if I just stopped doing it. Not to mention, it'd probably kill the channel. Although the channel's dying anyway. As in the YouTube channel, that is. Twitch is doing well. Character did an absolutely amazing tier 9 in ZBrush, right? Yeah, exactly. One thing I do need to do, actually, one thing I've been wanting to do for a while is, like, just get, like, just any general Spore creation. Just, like, little simple basic ones, like, core Spore ones. And, rehash them in ZBrush. That's something I've been wanting to do. I really should do that. I thought that'd be, like, a good thing to do. Yeah, like a good Spore related thing to do. I was thinking for a moment there in regards to what to do next in this, and I just thought about it. Give that some muscles. Right. That looks a lot better now. So the arms is really, really dodgy a moment ago. That'd be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? That's an idea I had a long time ago, but I've just been so happy just doing other things. I've really not got around to doing that idea yet. But no, yeah, I think I'll just add that as a series of just recreating Spore creations in ZBrush. I think that'd just be really cool. You give something Spore related to do, you know, keep it going, while at the same time just let me do something more involved. There we go. And for that, I'm going to... Oh, whoops. There we go. I'm going to start doing the claws now, the claws for the hands. My first real exposure of dragons was from a game called Legend of Dragoon, a non-FF PS1 JRPG. Dragoons being dragon knights, where they have Power Ranger like transformation with an element they have in their armor. Oh wow, that sounds really cool, blood. Oh, that does sound actually really, really cool. My first exposure to dragons was definitely Spyro. Or maybe even Shenron from Dragon Ball Z, but I think it was Spyro. Oh god, that was a bit much. Just want to make that thinner if I can, without warping it. There we go, that's more like it. And that'll be for the hands. Why must cats be so cute? But she's laying on my shoulder and purring, but you're so hungry. I know, mate, but it's the law though, it's the law. You can't disturb a sleeping cat. I think everyone can agree on this one. You cannot disturb a sleeping cat. I guess for me, Gothic 2 was my first game including dragons. Oh, right. Ooh, whoops. I can't say, there's a lot of games that you guys mentioned today that I've not heard of before, and I really want to go check them out. She wants you to starve. Oh, lovely, Rag. Oh, dear. Right, how am I going to do this? I think just pinch it a little bit more. Yep, like that. So I did make a little bit of a mistake with this, and that's every time I scale it, you can see here, it kind of moves away. And that's because I have, unfortunately, I'm using a symmetrical one. And it's a bit of a funny thing in ZBrush is that whenever you try to transform things that have like a mirror component, it means that I just kind of like warp around the screen. It's very frustrating. I could easily fix it by just splitting it and just having it be a solo piece, but if I'm honest, I'm just dealing with it. I'm just being stubborn. We got there in the end. We got there. Is that claw big enough though? What I will do before I make it in more is I will thicken out the tip of it. There we go. Ooh, Tree Brights, welcome, mate. This is why snakes are better as even if it's sleeping on you. You can just go about your business as the snakes that will not fall unless they have anchored themselves. I want a snake. I'd love to have a snake. I want one. We can't have one because Kev doesn't like reptiles. And we probably can't afford it either. But I'd love to have one, man. Local symmetry fixes that. Oh, I've not heard of that before. Another thing I need to look into. Rag, I wish I had your memory. I was about to ask you, like, how do you know all these things? Like, did you watch a guide or something? Then I realised you probably just remember everything that you've read. Like, I've seen so many guides in ZBrush over the course of time. And fuck me, I just can't remember so much of them all. My memory sucks. On the plus side, I've got awesome claws. Although the claws are kind of strange, actually, now that I look at it. The claws are weird. I think I've definitely made them a bit too angular. Well, actually, though, I just realised. No, I think I'll be fine. I think the claws will be fine the way they are. I've got an idea as to how to approach that later on, but first of all, save. I think we're pretty much at a point now where it comes down to actually posing it. No, not yet. Before I do that, eyes. Eyes, eyes, eyes. Yep, sphere. Don't you mean Draggable Z, like a ZBrush? Yes, yeah, I do. It's a long habit. I've been, you guys probably notice I go between Z and Z very often because they're both just so ingrained into me now. Like technically, yes, Z. For me, it's Z. But so many like things like Draggable Z just kind of flows off the tongue better, and then ZBrush I've actually gone through calling it ZBrush and ZBrush multiple times. I just don't even think about it anymore. It just happens. So quite stumpy claws for its size. Oh, actually, you have a point there. I think I may have made mine a bit too narrow. Ooh, yeah, you're right about that, Truebright. It's a button on the side above the frame. I learned it from watching time lapses and looking up anything I didn't understand. It's one of these. Above the frame. I can't see it, but yeah, no, I'll have to look into that then. Oh, whoops. But this is your Charizard, it can be unique. Like how not every cheetah has the same stripes. Or spots, sorry, it's stripes. Yeah, cheetahs and stripes. Well done, Becca. No, I mean, yeah, that is true, Gloria, that is true. I'm not going to have it be, like, super duper accurate, but I would like it to be, you know, somewhat on point. Like on my Spyro yesterday, I ended up making a Spyro not quite entirely accurate. But I do feel like it came out pretty damn well, just generally on its own. Right, let me do that. Now, with the introduction of the eyes, I'm definitely going to change the eyebrows around a bit. But that'll work for now, though. Let's duplicate that. Oh, whoops. Deformation mirror. And yeah, one thing I just remembered now is that before I do any sort of posing, I basically need to finish the face now. Because the face will be the hardest thing to do asymmetrically. Oh, do excuse me, guys. Get very stiff sitting down all day. I need to do a lot of stretches. Oh, my back. Christ. Oh, down here. Oh, right there. Local symmetry. Oh. I see it now. Thank you, Rag. That was really obvious and now I feel really silly. Thanks, man. Right. I think my Charizard does have like a little bit too big of eyes, but I actually really don't mind that. I would not mind if his eyes were on the bigger side. Yeah, that was actually really obvious, Rag, thank you. I feel very daft for missing that. Right. By the way, Rag, so how's your sculpt going then, dude? I know you were saying just earlier that you're thinking about joining in. Right, let's move that around. Make that just a little bit rounder. Cool. So far, so good. Right then, so... Like I said, I want to be doing the face... In fact, you know what, guys? I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm just going to take a very, very small little break. I'm going to get a cup of tea. Rest my mouth for a moment. Let me set a 5-minute timer. And you guys can go to the loo. Yeah, get to the loo, get a drink, etc, etc. And I will see you shortly. I had to stop for the clock there. Can we check if it's 9? Yep, there we go. Right, I'm going to BRB. Why, hello. You're 56.3k points. Oh my god, Saga. You absolute beast. 42k pancake. Jesus. So, on some spore money related news, a friend and I recently found a way to create random distribution functions for effects. Basically allows us to place a random assortment of effect objects in a localized area, which can be anything from particles to models to other complex effects. Among other things, we discovered that we can load up existing models for all types of creations, including trees and buildings. Oh wow! So I wonder what kind of like practical use I would have then, aside from, you know, like a random assortment of things. That sounds really interesting. Oh wait, picture it. Picture a localized forest of a given type of tree, cityscapes and random place buildings. Okay, that sounds really nice, Si. Ooh, that does sound really good, especially the foresty part. You just started the block out, got too picky of the references that end up wasting time. Fair enough then, Rag, fair enough. I completely understand that. And Drucky with 54k, mate! What if Becca made a sport creation with all the second best vanilla parts? Honestly, I hate vanilla. When it comes to being creative, like I don't mind doing challenges and such, but when it comes to actually trying to do something creative, I've come to really hate vanilla. Oh, what the hell? Oh, one sec. My PC is spazzing out. But the stream is still on. Okay. There we go. That was strange. Somehow my tablet, you know, my input, was on my other PC. Which I know sounds strange. I've got a software that allows me to access my other PC. And it just kind of bugged out there. That was odd. Well, anyway. Right, FaceTime. FaceTime. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to spend some time focusing on the face. So I'm trying to remember what exactly I did for the Spyro ones. The way I approached the Spyro model really worked out in the end. So I want to try and imitate that here. And what I ended up doing was I really went nuts on the head. I just, you know, did all the work, made it like all nice and high def, etc. And then I ended up moving on to the rest of the body afterwards. So I finished the head and then I did the posing. So that is what I'm going to do again here. So let's set this up to 300 resolution. Merge it all, make it all nice and smooth. And make that smooth as well. In fact, that also means we're going to want to look into posing the mouth and do the insides quickly as well. Let me just hide the wings again. There we go. ZBrush alt only challenge? Wait, what do you mean alt only challenge? Wait, hold on. Do you mean blood? No, rag. Do you mean like when you hold alt and you do this? Is that what you mean? That'd be horrible to do. That'd be absolutely horrible. The mouth has had a bit of a funny spot. Should get some food. Make sure you bite to do it. Feed. Sustain. Model spawn with effects that do not contribute to the complexity score. Wait, what? Okay, sorry, that bit there, that's a game changer. That it does not affect the score. That is surprising. Right. And I will end up merging the mouth as well. Obviously, I don't want the jaws to be completely split forever. But for the time being, I do just like get the general form in place. Okay, I like that. Liking it. My cat yells at me every time I clear my throat, sneeze or cough, but she does it in such a way that it almost sounds like someone's sarcastically saying bless you in cat language. Oh, silly thing. By the way, Gloria, can I just say, it's good seeing you again. I'm breeding Droopy in Sword right now. I'm having fun. Wait, Droopy? Wait, is that a Pokemon? I'm sorry. I'm really like, despite the fact that I'm drawing a Pokemon right now, I'm so out of the loop with like all the newer generation names. Right. That is the big thing I gotta do. I've been saying for years and years that I was going to make every Pokemon in Spore. And I know that's over 800, not Chinese, because fuck that, that'd be even more. But I've always said I'd make every Pokemon. I should really do that. Maybe that will just get me to do something in Spore. But the funny thing is, though, is every time I start, like, I'll do it from, like, Pokédex order, okay? I'll do a Pokédex order. And every fucking time, I'll get stuck on Bulbasaur. The very first one. Like, I can't even do the first one. I'm gonna be absolutely hopeless doing it. But god damn it though, that is something I've been meaning to do. Like, you know when you get stuck on the first one, you're in for a bad time. But his face and his bulby thing are just so difficult to do in Spore. They're horrible. Like, even with mods. They're horrible to do. Yeah, the Ghost Dragon. What is that then? Let me quickly check. So, Droopy, you said, yeah? Yeah, Droopy. Oh, that's adorable looking. That's, well, it's, doesn't look like Pokemon at all, but it's adorable looking. That'd be so nice. Pokemon content like that just be really popular, especially fusions. Ah, yes, fusions. That's another thing I want to do more of. But mate, like I said, it's a promise I've made for years, and I do try to stick by my promises. And I've always said, you know, one day I'll do this, I'll do this. I've really just got to fucking start. Well, I say start. I gotta start and beat Bulbasaur as soon as I finish. As soon as I manage to like make a good looking Bulbasaur one, then I can actually do the rest of them. Do the dragon types first. I mean, it's not a bad idea, but I want it in Pokédex order. That way it'll just be clean. Like, the way I'd approach it would be clean, people know what to expect next. That's what I always thought would be a good idea. I don't know if it is a good idea, but that's what I've always imagined it to be. Although, doing it in my own order, as chaotic as it would be a lot more productive. Like, personally, I like doing legendaries. That's what most of my Spore creations are like Pokemon legendaries. Those are the ones I really like doing, but then it would be like very chaotic and people won't really know what to expect next. And well, I mean, that's not a bad thing actually. Bulbasaur, the final boss. Indeed. And yeah, I do love how derpy the Droopy looks. It looks really cute. So about that Ghidorah torso I mentioned a bit ago, that grew into an adequately godly body with the legs, tails, and the beginning of the necks and a few arms. And I mean godly, the suit is ripped. Made good. Excuse me. Ghidorah is awesome and he has to look awesome as well. Okay, I hate those nostrils. Okay, there's another case where the nostrils really change in design depending on which artwork you look at. So I'm gonna go with a bit more of a wider kind of design. There's a little pinpoint nostrils which look like crap to me. There you go, something more like that. That's better. Right. What else? What else? I need to do... when Becca finally beats Bulbasaur, it'll become a totally different Pokemon called Bulbaspore. Hey, maybe I should just do it that way then. Instead of Pokemon, I'll make Pokespores, like Dino Spores. Maybe then I can finally do it. By like literally reinventing it. How do I want the snout to be shaped? I want the snout to be a little bit rounder. And I want that to be a bit further or farther forward. Okay, that I like. I like how that's coming out. But I do think this should just be... Actually, no. I quite like the way that's concaved inwards. So I think I'll do that for the rest of it as well. Just slightly. Oh, whoops. And then just give him a bit of a cheekbone. When you mentioned Bulbasaur, all I could think is that one clip where SpongeBob is spinning on top of him. Wait, what? Okay, I don't... Oh, fuck, it crashed. I don't know what that is, Pancake, but I'm very intrigued. I'm still trying to complete the Pokédex. I'm at 354 out of 400, so I'm doing well. Oh, mate. Treebright, yeah, mate, good luck with that. Yeah, the head seems pretty annoying. I'm taking a Z-modeler approach to it. Yeah. With the Charizard, right? It is quite tricky. Oh, wrong one. There we go. And save that. Good. Rosie! Welcome, Rosie! Oh, Pancake, yes! Oh no, I remember now. I know what you mean. I completely forgot, but I know what you mean now. That clip. that was literally an adventure. Christ. That was a special time. That's the thing as well, actually. Like, going back to the sport topic for a moment, or technically we never left, but still. I really, really wish that the YouTube audience was more interested in adventures. I really, really do. Like, I don't know what it is, man. Like, I don't want to sound mean, but I just seem far more interested. Like, just people in general just seem far more interested in, like, some stupid, bullshitty, random creature stage thing than, like, an actual adventure. Like, the fact that the adventures are made by other players is so cool, and I thought that's something that a lot of like viewers could relate to. Like, you know, they're a player themselves. Surely they could appreciate what players themselves could do in the adventures, but no. I've noticed whenever I do like adventure videos, people just really, like, obviously some people care, but most of them just really don't care. And I think it's just such a shame, really, because it's one of those things that are just not really appreciated enough. Because you can do mad shit in the adventure editor, you really, really can. But if it's not me, people don't really care. Yeah, that's something I just wish was a bit more. It's like, I'd happily just play adventures. Fuck the campaign. I would happily just keep on playing more and more adventures. And just like really show off what other people have accomplished. I'd love to do that. But there's just not really much point in it, unfortunately, because when it gets like significantly less views, it's like, oh. I mean, that's true. The one stage did do very, very well. But I think that was more because of the concept and not the... like, I think people prefer the concept over the actual outcome, over the process. All people wanted was the aquatic stage. They didn't care what it was. They just wanted that and didn't care about the fact that it was an adventure. Obviously, again, some people did. A lot of people did care it was an adventure. But reading like all the comments over the course of time, and even the comments I still get now, it's very clear that it's not about the adventure or the effort put in. It's more like, oh, give me the stage. Which I can understand. I do understand it. I just think, like, there's such a missed opportunity here. A missed appreciation for what more sport can be used for. The cheekbone I've just given Charizard makes him look almost a bit undead-like. It's kind of scary. I am hoping that after the fast food adventure, when I finish that one, I do plan on revisiting a certain old favourite. And I really hope that that will, like, really rekindle things. That's my hope. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be a little bit lost, to be honest. Right, let's just define that bit a little bit there. And I actually want to give him, if I do that, give it like a bit of a snarl. What'd that do? That looks, I like it, but it's a bit out of place. Oh no, I do like it though. Okay, yeah, I do quite like that. Just a bit of ridges around the face, makes it like a little bit more fan arty. This is not meant to be like super realistic or like super accurate, that's what I meant to say. It's not meant to be like proper accurate. But it is meant to be, you know, like respect the original design. And Saga, you guessed it. Mate, you guessed it. Because I did have so much fun making the aquatic stage. I really, really loved doing that. The only issue of the aquatic stage was that I really did try to do too much. I tried to do far too much within the confines of the adventure editor, excuse me. Kind of really derped out there. Whereas, say with with the Valley of the Dragons, I think one of the things that made Valley of the Dragons so successful was how simple it was. It was really, really simple. It had like bite-sized little objectives. It was really nice and easy. It had a storyline, it had things to do, it had a bit of mystery here and there, but it was otherwise like super simple, whereas the aquatic stage just was so much. So I think if I could do it right, I really reckon that the Valley of Dragons could be like a big success, hopefully. If you want to do a snarl, I may suggest cutting the lip up a little bit more to make it look like more like they're baring their teeth. That's a brilliant idea, but I'm not going to do that only because I want to remain cartoonish. Well, actually, we'll have to wait and see when I put the teeth in first. But that is a really good idea. Like, I would normally be all over that, Jackie. I'm going to wait until I put in the teeth before I really do that. But one thing I am lacking, though, is a bit of a grin. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you very much. There we go. Okay, I think I just need to merge them together before I can do that. Right. In fact, I might be good to merge now, to be honest. How big do I want the mouth, I think? Yeah, just that kind of openness. I think that's about what I'm after. Right. Indeed, Jackie, indeed. I appreciate it, thank you. Oh, that's a bit... I need to inflate that part because it's getting a little bit warped. Cool, and I'm just going to go ahead and inflate all of this as well. I've made the inside of the mouth a little bit too skinny, so I'm just kind of adjusting it right now, just making it ever so slightly thicker. Right, in fact, the bottom jaw, I don't like how flat it is. I think, in fact, no, that's better already. Just that little subtle curve. That already looks so much better. What is your favourite Pokemon, or top 3 if one is too hard? My favourite Pokemon by far is Charizard. It's just always been an absolute childhood favourite of mine. I even had a Gen 1 holo card when I was younger. You know, the one that's worth a fortune now. Charizard's always been like my big childhood favourites. Mewtwo as well, actually. Mewtwo was another one just because it was so mysterious, so cool, so awesome. I know nowadays they're not really that impressive, but I do love them too. I also really like Arceus and Lucario. And Mega Rayquaza. I do like them. But I've always been like a big Gen 1 baby. How difficult is sculpting ZBrush or even real life? Okay, well, sculpting in ZBrush in real life is two very different things. In real life, I don't know. I don't have much experience, but sculpting in ZBrush, I find it easy, but I do find 3D very natural. I think a ZBrush is quite easy. It can get technical, it can get complicated, but I think it can be quite easy as well. It's really hard to say, to be honest. I know some people struggle with it, but I really enjoy it. Hello, Dangerous Dude. Welcome, mate. And yes, Charizard. Welcome, dude. But doing fantastic, thank you. How about yourself? All Gen 1 Pokemon were fat. All of them. I had no idea about that, but that's actually quite funny. I actually had no idea that was the case, but I can completely picture it. Especially Gen 1 Pikachu. That right there was one little chonker. Right, it's just... Oh, there we go, that's a lot better. Now, when I merge them together, I can then like really emphasize the grin later on. But before I do that, teeth. He needs some teeth. In fact, no, screw that. I'm actually going to make the teeth using probably these? Yeah, let's use one of these sort of teeth. Pikachu, more like Pikachonk. Pikachunk. Conkachu. Oh my god, you guys. Jesus Christ, you guys. Right, I'm going to duplicate that and then split. Cool. And then delete those ones. And I should have, yep, there we go, just that one left. Gonna move that over there. And angle that appropriately. And now if I move that, cool, yep, good. Now I'm splitting it properly as I actually should have done beforehand. Sculpting ZBrush is a lot easier in my opinion. It's like comparing digital drawing to traditional. Indeed, yeah. Like, what I really like about ZBrush is that it's very brushstroke orientated. You use, like, it's very, very good for using a pen. So if you like traditional drawing, if you like using your pen and hand, then I find ZBrush to be really, really good at that because of its sculpting capabilities. Something like Blender, while it does support sculpting, is a much more blocky and much more technical, and that, for me, I find harder. But if you're someone who just likes drawing, then I think ZBrush should be quite good for you. A grade of rag. I do a lot of sculpt play and things, sculpty clay things, and it can get very frustrating fighting against gravity. Ah, yeah, that's a point actually. I tried to sculpt the eyebrow, and let's say I didn't make a masterpiece. I really want to try sculpting. I've been like really thinking about it a lot lately. Like IRL sculpting, that is. I've really, really been wanting to give it a go. I follow this person on Twitter. They do these really, really amazing World of Warcraft little clay figurines. Like she does like a lot of feral druids, for example, a lot of feral druids, a lot of or just druidy things in general. Like she's been doing the Tauren and Night Elf bird forms, and the way she does it is really impressive. They're just so vibrant and beautiful and so detailed. And I can obviously, you know, it's easier said than done. But it looks straightforward what she does, and it's something I think that with some practice I can maybe do it. Yeah, Draki, I've linked you to her a couple of times. I think we both follow her, don't we? And I really want to give it a go. But at the same time though, I don't know, I've just been a bit hesitant to for some reason. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing though, it can get time consuming, but then so does this. Like what I'm doing right now is time consuming. But then again, though, I do it on stream, which means that every minute I spend on this on stream is technically productive. Because I'm right now working, this is work for me. By streaming, it's work, and that's how I justify a lot of activities, is by streaming it. So if I ever were to do like some kind of more clayy kind of thing, I'll definitely do that on stream as well. But I guess I'm hesitant in case it ends up being significantly harder. It's gonna be tricky, obviously. But I guess I worry if it'll be much harder and I just won't do anything at all. Which is very defeatist, I know. Ah, I love the teeth! I love the teeth! Little teethies. I have ceramic things from high school and I want to share now. Mate, do it! Obviously I can't check right now, but if you were to post on Discord, I'd happily check it out after the stream. That is something I really miss. I miss a lot of traditional arts. Like, I miss doing practical things. Like when I was in school. Hell, when I was in school, I did wood tech. I did like a lot of wood-related things. Not carving, although I would love to try wood carving. But I did like a lot of machine-y kind of things. I really can't think of the terminology right now. Like I still have like a little wooden box I made a couple of years ago upstairs. And I miss doing all those kind of things, just more practical things that involve your hands. Like obviously right now I'm using my hand to draw this with, but it's not really quite the same. I'm not really feeling it, I'm just holding a pen. So yeah. I think the thing that makes me the most excited about the idea of doing some IRL clay sculpting, the thing I'd really like to do is like just have a little scalpel, just hold a little ceramic thing in my hand and just like chip out little details. I just think that would be so fun to do. If you love your job and you don't work a minute in your life, true that, man. Mates, when it comes to Twitch and commissions, I absolutely adore it. I'm so grateful for what you all allow me to do. Like the only reason I'm here streaming now is because you guys support it. You like every sub, every donation, every patron, it all adds up and it makes it possible. And so yeah, like I said, I'm extremely grateful. I really, really am. Fucking YouTube, on the other hand, fucking YouTube. But I'm not gonna get into that rant again. Don't you worry. I will spare you of that rant. I have two wood tech things, a photo frame and a toy little car. Oh, that's awesome. Mate, I want to see a little car now. I've only got the one thing. I've just got like a little box. But it's a damn good secure box. I mean, the joints are still like strong and stiff all this time later. Yeet tube. Yeah, freaking yeet tube. Well, it may as well be yeet tube. You may as well just like yeet it out the window. I really like how that looks. I'm really liking this. Considering I was struggling so much with the head earlier, it's just all suddenly come together now. Let's just... There you go, settle that for a second, and then just define that line, and I just have like a very nice little subtle line coming down the center. Nice little transition. There you go. Like that. Although, that bit there is a little bit dodgy. Okay, there we go. I think I need Dynamesh. I think that's why it might be a bit dodgy. Hold on. Ooh, that's a bit too high for Dynamesh. 300. There you go, that's better. It was like a really, really tiny little detail that's just bothering me there. I heard that. Oh, I've already seen that. Oh, yeah, a bit of my tea. It's weird. I really feel like those horns are too close together, but that is actually how they are in a lot of the references. I think I could do it being a bit longer though. There you go. Yeah, that's a lot better. Right, we might be at that point now where I can just start actually posing things. So first of all, I'm going to just merge it to the bottom jaw. So we're going to merge, yep, merge down. I actually really like the way it's defined like that, but no, oh, damn, use that brush. It crashed. Crap. Yes, indeed. I'm just really, really glad that ZBrush is as good as it is at recovering from crashes. I'm so glad it's that good. There we go. Right then, let's try that again then, shall we? Second time to charm. Oh wait, no, is it still merged? Yeah, it is merged. Right, is it brush? You inspired me to doodle a snarling Charizard. Yes, do it! Even though you're already doing it, do it! All the Charizard friends. All the Charizards. Plural. I can almost start shedding my thing. Metal, good. Oh, whoops. Let's do that. So let's do that. I really like that. I really like how that's come out now. There we go. I actually really like how defined the mouth is. I know it's a bit cartoonish. Well, obviously it is. I think the joint here is like a little bit too defined, but I actually really like it. There we go. But I just want to make the bottom jaw. Yeah. Oh, look at that, man. That I think looks really good. I just now almost finished my line art. Good. Wait, how many of you guys are drawing? It's awesome, man. Right, next up is I do just want to define this little bit right here. Okay, perfect. There we go. Just that little bit, so I was looking like a little bit plain there. In fact, so I kind of want to make it a high resolution, but I think I might just be me getting carried away because the Spyro one wasn't very high resolution either. I think the resolution it's at now is probably about good enough, to be honest. In fact, one thing I do need to do is actually connect the teeth and the jaws. Like down here, for example. I'll just do that quickly. That way they actually connect. I'll adjust that little point in a moment. I've really come to value the inflate tool a lot recently. I don't know why, I've just suddenly been using it for a lot of things and it works quite well. You're also drawing stuff at the moment? Good. You're trying to learn GIMP? GIMP I find is very straightforward. Then again, I've been using it for a long time. But I think GIMP is really good. You got this, Saga. You got this. Right, I'm actually going to be keeping the gum. We'll be keeping the gum really simple because at the end of the day, the inner parts of the mouth are just going to remain the same orange. It's just going to be very cartoonish. So I'm not going to spend ages like defining the entirety of the gum, but I think that is probably about fine. And Internet Friend, thank you for the follow and welcome. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, Rag, mate, I know I keep on saying it, but this blockout method has just been so much better. It has just been infinitely better. It's much more efficient. So really, like, I'm still getting practice with it, but it's just been so much better, man. So thank you again. I've been noticing, actually, I've been having a lot more confidence with my artwork lately. Ever since I've started focusing more on that one. Now that I think about it, I should use Flowscape more often. Yeah, I need to use that more often as well. In fact, just earlier today, I've actually found out that I can import Flowscape renders into this as a background. But also, just in general, like, Flowscape is fantastic. I really don't, like, I think a lot of us don't use it as much as we should. For how good it is, we should use it more often, I reckon. In fact, oh yeah, that's a point. They like introduced like a whole Deity theme a while ago. Keep up the spirit, that's what makes people good artists. The closest artistic thing I do right now is sport. Drawing robots is very hard. That's completely fair. And to be fair, I do consider sport itself to be like quite a valid art form. Oh, let me grab that bit, there you go. Yeah, I think that's perfectly fine, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, it's also how I started. I would never have used ZBrush, sculptures, or anything if it weren't for sport. I'm ZBrushing a robot myself at the moment. Oh, mate, nice one, internet friend. That is one thing I gotta learn, actually, is more hard surfaces, mechanical things. Right now, I only do organics. To be fair, I prefer doing organics, but I really should learn how to do things like robots. Give that a bit of an elbow. Like that. Slam, spore, legitimate artistic medium. Yeah, man, exactly. Yeah, I definitely do consider sport to be like a pretty legit art form nowadays. Which I know probably sounds very strange to a lot of people. At least to the people who, you know, aren't like really that used to sport. It probably sounds very odd. But, you can do a lot in it. And at the end of the day, you're creating regardless. You're still making creatures, buildings, whatever. It's still the general act of like artistically creating things. And no, me neither, Jubble Crab. I really don't like the non-creature editors in Spore. But that mainly comes down to the fact that I'm just not very good at like, I can imagine all sorts of creatures, but I cannot imagine buildings and vehicles very well. I'm very bad at improvising those. Hard surface is basically just a blockout method, but with a lot more Z modeling and remesh. Hard surface is a lot more fun versions of ZBrush. They keep adding features to make them easier. Huh. Alright. Interesting, guys. Interesting. Thank you both, by the way. Thank you. Okay. Well, right now, I'm on a bit of a fan art binge. I just want to do like a lot of fan art together things, but I really should try that at some point then. Like this year, just for in general, 2020, I really want to expand what I can do. I want to do much more. Like just in styles, in expertise, in themes and genres. So yeah, I definitely want to try learning that as well then, or at least giving it a go. Not learning it, but give it a go. Right, I think I'm about ready for the posing. Let's get the wings back in. Just gonna pause for a sec. My new favourite trick is drawing topology lines on top of a Dynamesh with polypaint, then using polypaint, then using polygroup it from polypaints and remeshes to make crisp sub D easily. Oh wow! Drawing topology lines on top of Dynamesh with polypaint. That's very interesting. I'm
Meat!
Yes, I am meat. There you go. I'm meat. Thank you very much, Rag. Rag? No, Mag. Thank you, Mag, for the gift of sub to internet friend and internet congratulations, dude. Oh god, what was I even gonna say? I am quite amateurish with ZBrush. There's a lot of technical functionality that I just do not know of, such as the ability to do topology lines using polypaint. I've never had that before, but that is very interesting. Those wings are pretty big. They are. They are quite big, which I don't really mind, to be honest. But I think I'm going to start posing it now, so hopefully it'll offset the size. Hopefully. Yeah, mate, if you don't mind, can you PM it to me, please? Because links are automatically disabled in chat. But if you throw me a PM, I'd really appreciate that. Thinking. I'm just really trying to decide if there's anything else I want to do. I am going to go back on what I said earlier, actually. I do want there to be toes. As you can see, I kind of just like shove the claws onto a cylinder. That was for a reason earlier, but now that I look at it again later on, I really don't like it. Oh, that's the wrong thing. So I will quickly do this. And then I can begin posing it. God, I am just having so much fun with these though. I don't know what's changed. I've just been enjoying modelling so much more recently. I enjoy it anyway, but something changed. I don't know what it was, but I'm happy. I'm happy about it. Let's just move all of the claws forward. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's move all of these claws forward. Like that. Oh, whoops. Bear with me, having a brain fart. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Just something a bit funky was happening there. But we're fine. Back to the cylinder. And yeah, I agree. Big wings are good. It's got little nubs for toes. Yeah, like I said, I did keep the toes very simple earlier for a reason. But as I was looking at a much simpler, much older concept, now that I'm looking at a bit more... Yeah, now that I'm looking at meat. Now that I'm looking at a bit more of a modern Charizard model, I can see that the toes are just a little bit more defined, you know? A bit more defined, and that's what I'd rather have, and then it just be like completely blank sausages like they were before. Ibora, mate! You made it on time this time, fantastic. Yeet, wait, Yadakimasu. Almost 2 years subbed. Bloody hell, mate. We're drawing that champion Charizard. Yes, we are. Fucking 2 years, dude. Mate, Ibora, thank you, dude. And welcome. God damn. Like, we're actually getting a lot of people lately that have been here for about, like, 2 years or more. I'm used to seeing it for Kev and, what was it? Kev, Dark Dragon, and PewDiePie. I'm used to seeing it for them guys, but we're seeing it, like, more and more recently with, like, the 2 year subs. It's awesome. It really is. There we go. And Dragon Our Moon, welcome as well, dude. Welcome as well. Where exactly would I post a pic of all the various things I've done over the years? Design in general would work. Also, we actually have a brand new channel, Glory, called General Media. That could work as well. But probably design general would be like the most fitting. Or the Patreon channel, if you want to. You could just keep it private and put it in the Patreon channel. And internet friend, I've seen your PM, mate. Thank you very, very much. Now I've gotten the PMs, I'm not going to lose it. I have a very bad memory, you see. So now it's in the PMs. I'm not going to lose it. I'll be checking it out afterwards. So again, mate, thank you very, very much. Right. Now we pose. This is going to be interesting. Right. Charizard looking good. Thank you very much. So how much am I moving? All of that. Fantastic. Let's unmask that. So let's the tail. I'm actually just gonna hide the tail for now. The tail, as you can see, is really bare bones basic because I'm doing it later. Right, how much am I moving now? All of it. Okay, good. Actually, now that I look at it, that's not right at all. Want to have it more like this? Because I am referencing this off of something. Now it just looks really stupid. Oh dear. Okay, for the neck, I do want the neck to be very curved. I can change the width in a moment, but for now, I just want this to be curved. Okay, good. I had to check something there. Charizard looks so wrong without the tail. Yeah, I do agree. He'll have his tail back in a moment, don't you worry. But, yeah, no, it looks really weird without it. Let's quickly hide the wings for 1 second. By the way, little disclaimer, if you haven't noticed already, I'm very new to posing. Which is why this looks really strange. I've not really done much posing before, which is why I'm, you know, practicing in this. But have you ever messed with a transpose master, basically rigging the Z-spheres to make a pose? I don't believe I have, Rag. Oh, no, I don't believe I have done that. Right, so we've got all that over there. I still want the neck to be really hunched downwards. Okay, like that. Now then, I want to block out or mask out everything else, make them more obsolete. Including these hidden bits here. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. And that should basically be everything except for the head. Let's just double check that. Yep, did it. Good. It looks like his tongue is really swollen, like it ate a quillfish. Oh, it does actually. I hope you're ready for this Charizard. I wanted to make him epic for you. Oh, Dracky. Aw. I'm not ready now. I'm not ready now. But I'm looking forward to it. And awesome glory. Sweet. Like I said, I'll check it out after the stream. Thank you. I think his head could do being just ever so slightly smaller. Just a little bit. Like that. And I think I'll turn it to the side in a moment. In fact, I think I'll turn it to the side now. I'll do it for both of these. Let's just disable or yeah, disable symmetry on that one. So that I can have this come out to the side like that. There we go, so just a little bit more curved. Unmask the neck and adjust the head a little bit more. Just turn it around a little bit more like that. So it follows the neck properly. That's more like it. That looks a lot better. Cool, I like that. I like how it's coming along. Now I've just got to do everything else. The rest of the body looks so derpy. Right. The body, the body, I kind of want that like just ever so slightly turned to the side as well. Want that to be unmasked, that to be unmasked. Tongue, eyes, teeth, there we go. So now that I can focus on the legs. I just realised that people poking you about, reason-specific spelling of words like mum or mum It's basically the accent regional version of you or your. Oh yeah, you're right actually, yeah. Huh. Today I learned. But you're definitely right about that. If you wanted to be less silly, you could do Mega Charizard X and add like 30 other things to it. You know what? I was really thinking about doing like a Mega Charizard for this. I think I'll stick with like regular Charizard, but I was really tempted. Oh crap, I never mirrored that. Ah, quickly, mirror. Deformation, mirror. There we go. Oh wait, that didn't work. Wait, why won't that work? Hold on. That's because it's masked. Becca, come on. Why won't it mirror? Why is its masking not mirroring? God. There we go. Okay. Oh, one more thing actually. That's right. Okay, so now I should be able to move the entirety of the leg and only the leg. Let me just quickly check. Oh, whoops. Yep, just the leg. I should probably go check on the wings as well, actually. I should make everything visible just to be, like, really crystal clear. Except for the tail. The tail can fuck off. Yep, good. Everything else is symmetrical. So now you can see, guys, as I'm now diving more into the pose, now you can see why they did the wings the way they are. That should hopefully make significantly more sense now. The tail will be, like, in a very dramatic pose as well. Have I played Sword and Shield yet? I forgot if you have a Switch. No and no, unfortunately. I don't have a Switch. I've actually never played a Pokemon game. I like Pokemon in general. I started collecting cards quite a while ago. But I've never played the games. What about yourself though, Bora? Are you playing it? An edgy one with the channel scene. True that, right? Yeah, if I did which one is it? Is it Pokemon Charizard Y is the black one? Saying that, I actually, as much as I like the black one's appearance, I kind of prefer the other Charizard. Charizard X. I can't remember which one's which. The black on the blue fire is really, really cool, but I actually quite prefer the orange one with the, like, the bigger wings and such. Actually, Rag, that reminds me. Right, Rag, that reminds me. Have you guys seen, Arvalis or RJ Palmer, have you known as? Have you guys seen RJ's Monster Hunter Charizards? Not the realistic ones, the Monster Hunter ones. I really want to draw those. That's what I want to draw next. Like, that's my next big thing, you know? The black ones, the X version. Ah, thank you. Yeah, so I actually don't know when it comes to the shinies. I don't know when it comes to the megas. Right, how am I gonna do this? Just, yeah, a little bit side on like that. Unmask that. Oh, whoops. Unmask that and grab that one. But now we have Gigamax Charizard, who's just more tubby. That's right, yeah, someone mentioned Gigamax Charizard when I first begun this one. Let me check quickly. I want to know what's up with Gigamax Charizard. What the fuck? Okay, actually, that actually looks awesome. It's a bit too chunky, but that's a... Okay. I've not seen much about Gigamaxing. I think the term is hilarious. I think the actual like thing about it, I know it's got like a lot of controversy. I think it's like quite crap. But I gotta admit, that Gigamax Charizard looks fucking badass. Oh my god, that face. Ooh. And Rag, he lets people sculpt his content as long as you ask beforehand and give credit. Yeah, I'd absolutely ask him first. I have seen a lot of people sculpted his stuff, but mate, yeah, I'd definitely ask him first. I just feel better that way, you know? In fact, I think the only person who I never ask permission from is Dracky. If I'm gonna be honest. I think Dracky's the only person who I just like, fuck it, I'm gonna draw Dracky today. I'm sorry, Dracky. He's a lad, so Gigamax Meowth is is maybe my favourite, was Gigamax Meowth. I think I have seen this one, but I've forgotten what it was. Oh my god, yep, I remember that one. Gigamax Meowth. That one's a freaking meme. And thank you, Dracky. Yeah, I do agree. I do think the Gigamax Charizard, like, I think the Gigamax Charizard, like, happened now, just seen it for the first time. I think it's got the potential to be badass. I think, like, give it to, like, a really professional artist, someone who really knows what they're doing or has some inspiration. I think they could make, like, something epic out of that Gigamax Charizard. But the current iteration, though, is a little bit, like, you know? And you're welcome, Jackie, of course. And yeah, like, I know Rag feels the same way. Like, I don't know what it is, Jackie. There's something about your Jackie that is just so... It's just fun to draw. It's just really fun to draw. It's like, just say... I can almost say it's just like a bit of like a mind moment, you know, like, mine, I'm gonna draw it now, kind of thing. Gigamax Meowth is the Galarian version of the Alolan Executor. Oh my god, there's just so many different variants now, isn't there? Pokemon's changed, man. I want my Gen 1 back. I like Pokemon before it was cool. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Right, so far that's looking very interesting. Look at it, man. It's just chilling back, like just lying back, having a bit of a good old chin wag. I'm just gonna have a bit of my tea actually while I'm doing it. I'm gonna be in the same position as him, just having my tea. Yeah, Dracky, I think that is what it is actually. The simplicity of your species just make it like very fun to draw. It's simple, expressive, and has an appealing design. Yeah, exactly. Like what Rag just said there. I completely agree with that. It has. Okay then, mate. I just saw what you said now. Mate, have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, if anyone wondering, this has been my... Oh, not that. This has been my primary reference. As you can, like, tell by the posture there. Hold on. There we go. Like, it's not massively perfect, but that is what I've been going for. It was like, sure as hell, couldn't think of that myself. There we go. I liked Pokemon before it was cool. Oh my god, the way you said that. Gotta have a bit of fun every now and then, eh? Gotta have a bit of fun. I lost my only copies of my Rainbow Unicorn Squirrel. Guess I'm a scared hamster forever now. I have no idea what that means, if I'm gonna be honest. And Haz, before I get my OCs, nothing like that. Haz is far from simple. Haz, have a wonderful night, mate. I'll see you later as well. Right, let us... Ooh. Becca's retarded voice is definitely something. My retarded voice, mate. How dare you? Oh, let me just grab... Sorry, I'm kind of derping out a lot here. There we go. And I want that foot to be fairly rigid. I like that. Like that. Bit further back. And... perfect. Actually not quite. I do feel like that, yeah, the entire leg here just needs to be altered. Let's hide, oh god, let's hide that one. Oh, whoops. And let's adjust that entire one there. Because right now, it just feels like very flat. The way it's posed. It's posed, it's like how my girlfriend sits in a gaming chair and I can't unsee it now. Good. You know I meant your parody one. Yeah, I know, Aeol, I know. I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing. Right. There you go, that looks a lot better. Or now it looks kind of strange. I see what it is. I know why it looks strange. Right, okay. What I need to do is I need to edit all of it to be a lot more upright. Or like just generally higher. What am I doing? Jesus. I'm misclicking all over the place. There we go. Hello, Yellow Yeshi. Good to see you, mate. Welcome. Willikim. Okay. I want to have that much further up, don't I? There we go. Because what's happening there? So right there, it just looks... Yeah, like I agree. It does look a little bit perverted. I think that's why it just looks so off, because the two legs are like very similarly matched and just like a little bit off. Whereas if I do that, now it looks like it's mid-movement. So I think that was the major issue I was having just there. So now if I flatten that one inwards, like that... Oh, what the hell? No, leg, go away. Stop, leg. Okay, there we go. Let's try that again then, shall we? That's more like it. Whereas now, if it's bent like that, it should now look a bit more like it's mid-motion. The tail should hopefully really offset it. When will you stop streaming? I'll be away 45 minutes, wondering if you'd still be online. For 45 minutes, I normally end in half an hour from now, so unfortunately not, to be honest. I should probably be done by then. Thinking. I might even want to move that entire leg upwards, because it is going to go down to the tail anyway. I think I need to start doing the tail quickly, because it is looking kind of unsettling, I would admit. So let's get that tail on the go then, shall we? Before it freaks us all out. Right, tail. How are you going to be done? That should immediately make it look a lot better. Hopefully. I'm just thinking, I think it might actually be the entire thing is leaning too far back. I think that could actually be the issue. So what I'm going to do then is unmask absolutely everything, so everything is now interactable. Come on, that bit there. Right, let's get the hands, the forearms, the biceps, the shoulders, or the wings. The head. Come on. The tongue and the teeth. And that should then allow me to move absolutely every part of it. But the tail. Okay. And yeah, there we go. Okay, apparently the tail doesn't count. Okay, that's fine then. So, let's go ahead and reset that entirely. And Pancake, enjoy yourself, mate. I'll catch you in a bit then, dude. Okay, that looks a lot better. So I think it was just a case of the angle just being really unsettling. In fact, I could even, because the entire thing's asymmetrical anyway, I could even looking to change the posture entirely like this. So now it looks like it's going down towards this target. Or, but I'll do it even further and put the head upwards. I think that's better. That's a lot more interesting. That's a much more interesting pose. And a lot less unintentionally lewd. Right, I'm happy with that. then. Remove the mask and everything once again. There's probably a button for this, but if there is, I don't know what it is. Okay. And let's try that. Is that just a head? Yep, cool. So now I should be able to adjust just a head alone and just kind of fix up the positioning on that a little bit. So I'd like it to be just like a little bit forward facing. So maybe just a little bit upwards like that. Okay. That's a lot better. A lot less dumb looking. I thought the wings should be spread out a little bit more, but it's probably just me. Maybe. Welcome, by the way, Toho. Oh no, Toho, you've been here for ages. I'm sorry, man. I saw you chat ages ago. I just, for some reason, thought you just popped in. I think for the wings, I will be distorting wings a little bit later on, because I actually want the tips of them to just be a bit longer. But I'm not going to do that until they're merged, and right now everything is still separated. Fun fact, in Spore, the destruction of a planet from the planet Buster is an effect. And I can insert that into the adventure editor, and it works. What happens? Excuse me, lisp there. Yeah, what happens, Sai? I really want to know. What does that do? Like, can you play on it? Oh, wrong thing. There we go, this one here. So now the tail should look a lot better. Now the thing is, do I want the tail to be like this? That's quite interesting, but I think I prefer it a bit more natural like that. There you go, I do prefer that. Just thinking. So I will be doing a flame on the tail as well. I've got no idea how yet. But the tail will have a little flame, so I'm just wondering, like, is this the pose I'm happy with? So it's just going to go straight upwards, so I don't want it to, like, conflict with anything. The hands still aren't posed either, by the way. Like, I've still not done the arms yet. It just seems off. But I don't like that, like my reference. That, yeah, I don't like that. I think like that should be good. So start curving out the tail then. Make it a bit less angular, a bit more, you know, curvy. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do quite like that. I think that'll work. Let's add a joint in between every single one, so that way I can now really curve it out. Move that one outwards, curve it downwards. Gotta have them curves, yeah, man. Indeed, dude, indeed. Gotta make it look all natural, all smooth. In a very much non-lewd way, so I really did not mean to do that. It's funny, really. You know, guys, I was saying earlier, like at the very, very start of it, where the base body looked like a penis. You remember that, right? I was saying about how that's one of the flaws of streaming this, is that because I miss those entirely. I'm so focused on what it's going to be that I miss what it currently looks like. And therefore, sometimes it can look a bit lewd without me intending to. As much as I don't like it sometimes, there is that good perk, though, where, such as just now, where it was in a really strange position. I don't think I would have spotted that if it weren't for you guys. So yes, you bloody perverts pointed out to the thing before I noticed. And Sai, fair play, mate, fair play. Right, I think I'll add one more joint. Just at the tip. There we go. Cool. I do like how that flows. You have acquired chocolate? Saga. Mate. Where's my chocolate? I want some chocolate. Fucking hell, I'm actually really hungry. Oh, my stomach. Right, adaptive preview. So how's that looking then? It's a little bit wonky around there, but I can fix that though. Okay, I like how that looks. So what I'll do then is we're going to delete that tail and append a new one that can actually be like properly modified and such. Get your own. Wow, rude. Savage, Saga. God. Are you going to be normal colours or shiny? Normal for sure. Good old classic Charizard. I'm going to try to do this, the same, like just general texturing like I did with the Spyro yesterday. So hopefully, while it will be normal textures, like the normal orange coloration, it should hopefully look very rich. Whatever I did on that Spyro yesterday, I really want to learn, like, I want to try and do it again. So just yoink that out a little bit. Good. Cool. I mean, I guess I technically could do both versions, but I could technically have two Charizards, like, going, like, head-to-head. Like, imagine, like, one here and another one mirrored on the other side. I guess I could technically do that, actually. We'll see, though. We'll see. I have eaten something. Now back to breeding programs with tiny Japanese ghost dragons. Yes, Treebright. Good. Good, mate. Breed those Japanese ghost dragons. Right. That's the tail. Oh, stretch again. Arms. Actually, hands. The hands are still, like, just weird. I think I need to finally, you know, make them hands. Because right now, they're just, like, kind of weird little floating things. Which basically just means doing that. Yeah, Spyro's crazy. It reminds me a lot of how some people texture things like shadows to avoid dealing with it in the in-game engine. Oh, that's actually a good. I didn't even think about that. The reason why I did it shadowless with the texturing was just because, like, my initial reasoning was there were certain hues and highlights I wanted to get, and the shadows were making it hard for me to see them. So I originally took out the shadows, made it flat. That way I could, like, really focus on these certain hues I was after. But then the more I got on with it, and decided, like, just having fun. Like, that was the key thing. I was just really having a lot of fun with texturing. I was adding in the highlights, the lowlights, etc. Normally, I'd think to myself that by adding in shadows, it would make the actual shadows look really deep and a bit weird, but the opposite happened. It actually just made the coloration just look really rich instead. So I ended up just going along with it and just really going ham on it. It was very much an unexpected result, one I'm very happy had occurred. And yep, that's one thing done. I created an effect for adventures that randomly spawns a gas giant model, which is when I noticed something. Evidence gas giants have animated tile textures. Oh, yes. I have noticed that. And I'm just gonna, yep, there you go, squash that in. Okay, now the hands look a lot better. I want to practice custom backgrounds with mine, so I'll probably do flat colours and cell shading. Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. Saying that, I want to start, I don't know how, but I do want to start incorporating Flowscape into these. A bit weird though, because the thing of Flowscape is it has, like, not realistic, but much more realistic things than, say, this does, for example. Imagine I ported this into a Flowscape landscape. That looked quite strange. But at the same time, it would be nice to, like, just have more than what I currently have, which is, you know, like the drab grey backgrounds. It's definitely something I want to think about. I also need to change the claws on this. I'm definitely going to be changing the hand claws at some point. Because right now they just look, they're in the wrong position, they're the wrong shape, they're really tiny. Yeah, they need changing. I won't do that yet, so. Right. What am I going to do next? Next thing I'm going to do then is move the left arm. Oh, whoops. Right, if I do that, what's moving? Head and tail. Okay, the tail can unmask, the head can unmask, or get masked even. Right then, and how about now? Oh! And disable symmetry. I forgot about that. Cool, and the claws. What was that? That just got... Is that the claw set? Something is warping. What is that? That's the hand. Okay, let's try that again then. Let's just get the entirety of that hand and then try and modify it. No, how's that happening? Is that the arm? Yeah, it's got to be the arm then. That's more like it. Now it's no longer warping. Well, reverse engineering that, I was able to apply that to a part. The modding tools can't yet be used to create materials reliably, but the same is also said to be possible for the skin. Ah. So, wait, hold on. That's very interesting. So if I understand that correctly, you were essentially able to import the, or like, in some technical voodoo, you were able to put the gas giant moving textures onto a part? If I read that correctly? Sorry, you know what I'm like. I kind of struggle to retain information while streaming. So many things happening at the same time. But no, if I am understanding that correctly though, that does sound very interesting. Yes, yes. Oh wow, okay then. Right. Now that's very interesting to hear. Oh crap. Damn it, there we go. Hmm. Oh, look forward to seeing what you managed to accomplish with that. That is really clever though. So as you said right there, the fact that modding tools can't yet be used to create materials reliably, that's really cool though that you're still able to like reverse engineer in other forms and just like find workaround solutions. This somehow became more epic than I intended. I am so excited to show you. Jackie! Oh, I'm really excited. A Massey. Soon, obviously, but a Massey. Right, how's that looking? So far so good in regards to the posture. Oh, whoops. Before I do that, let me just disable that. There you go. And then the last hand. A while away from an animated creature's skins, but we're on our way. Next up, living fire. Ooh. Mate, alright then. Very excited about that. We reversed styles. You did more cartoony, I did more epic. Oh, okay then, Jackie. But I was excited anyway, but now I'm even more excited. What have you got cooking up? Right. Yeah, imagining an epic style from you. Like, your artwork is epic anyway. But the way you're describing it really makes me wonder, like, what on earth have you got brewing? Right. I don't really like the hands like that. Like I said before, like, for anyone new who might be tuning in, I'm really not very good at like posing in general. Like, I'm very much learning. All this is just like a major experiment, which is why I'm like going very back and forth and very indecisive, because I'm really not used to doing this. I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the process of learning, but this is not what I normally do. So I am struggling a bit. Happy to struggle, but again, just want to like explain why I seem so indecisive about it. And the hand and arm suddenly just disconnected. Okay, then. So I think if I move that slightly downwards a little bit more pointed back like that, maybe? Actually, no, now that I think about it, I think if that is outwards, I think I'll actually be fine. I could just be overthinking it. Yeah, I could just be overthinking it. But I do still want to adjust the hand positioning on this one, because I still think the hand just looks really strange. Don't you hate when your hands suddenly disconnect from your arms? I know, right? So rude, isn't it? Like, hand, I was busy using you. Come back. Okay, that's a much better looking position. It still looks a bit funky, but it's better. It's improving. Maybe if I just point it downwards. Bearing in mind, I will still be adjusting the way that the claws are pointed. Okay, yeah, that I think is a lot better. Do you happen to have a Black Mesa Source, the Half-Life 1 remake? I don't think so, actually. I don't... No, probably not. I do have... basically, when it comes to those kind of games, I have everything that was in the orange box. That's the only ones I have, so I don't think I have the remake. Right, now for the claws. So like I said, I do want to adjust the positioning of the claws. They all look a little bit just strange. So first of all, let me disable that whatever that's called, transpose all sorts of subtools, we'll disable that one. Glances casually at unspent Christmas gift money. Oh no. Sai, what you thinking? Well, Sai, I do need to just quickly tell you, I never did finish Half-Life. I never did finish those games. Then again, I got them a very, very long time ago. I was a different person back then. So maybe I'll finish it now. I don't... I'm not making any promises. And hey, Era, welcome, mates. How you doing today? Right, that's one. Let's mask. Oh no, wait, hold on. Is everything selected? Yep, there you go. Let's mask that one alone. I used my gift money to get giant Nerf guns. Oh, mate, worth it. Nerf guns is one of those things that is just always awesome. And nothing wrong with Nerf guns. Right, let's move that up there. Yeah, that already looks a lot better. I'll tell you what though, I'm having just the hardest time orientating this. Because the entire thing is at such a slant I'm not used to. I'm having quite a tricky time like having the camera in like an ideal position. Just takes getting used to. But it is quite funny really. It was a suggestion, partly because the remake has just recently been completed. Oh wow, I see. Ah. The folks in my apartment complex have a yearly Nerf wars. Oh man, that sounds awesome. And all the more reason to get your own Nerf guns. I'd say money well spent. Okay, that claw, that hand looks significantly better. Much, much happier with that one. Oh, hand stretch. I've still got a bit of Christmas money left over, actually. I'm trying to think. I've still got a bit of money left over. What I've spent for my money so far was, let me think. There we go. Yeah, I've spent £30 on a couple of Pokemon booster packs or boxes, which should be arriving any moment now, like any moment this week. Hopefully tomorrow. I spent £30 on that, and I just spent like a couple of pounds on various ZBrush tools and such. Which have been freaking awesome. Absolutely worthwhile. It really helped me make Queen's model really pop out more. What else? Oh, and I did actually spend a bunch of money, like Christmas money, on some Pokemon cards collector thingamabobs. I finally got some folders. I finally got a folder, a couple of cases. Just things that actually protect the Pokemon cards in. So I do have like a handful of like good ones I want to keep hold on to and keep good condition. In fact, right now, like I'll show you guys when I'm next to a like a Pokemon stream. Right now, I have a golden Zekrom just sitting there in a case in front of me. And it's nice, I can just finally look at it, because I've had that card for about 2 or 3 years now. It was a secret rare from Legendary Treasures. But I've never been able to actually, you know, just appreciate it, because it's always been hidden away in a box somewhere. But now I finally have proper cases. I get to enjoy them. Which probably sounds silly, but I'm happy about it. And like I said, I look forward to showing you guys it when the others arrive. It's as soon as the packs arrive. The packs themselves aren't anything special, just a couple of things I wanted to get my hands on. As soon as they arrive, I'll do like a bit of a opening stream. And then just spend the rest of the stream just organising and chatting with you guys. Basically, it will be like a Let's Chatting stream. Just chatting stream. I've been having such a hard time talking lately. I'm very sorry. Right, let's put that one inwards. Like that, good. The middle claw actually is really off kilter. So let's just quickly fix that. I just want this one to be like a little bit higher up. English is hard, no worries. It is for me at the moment. Right, there we go. And yep, that looks much better once again. Oh, fantastic. That looks significantly better. Now, that right there, that's a cool pose. I actually really like that. The wings still need to be adjusted as well, but otherwise, I do really like how that's coming along. I do also just want to warp the neck a little bit. There you go, just have it like it'll be a little bit angled like that. Becca and English don't really mix. I really don't. Considering it's my native language, I am terrible at speaking English. There we go, that's better. I really like it too. Thank you, Jackie. Damn it. I was really hoping that we could do some colouring in the stream today. Because I did it on Spyro colouring yesterday off stream. I was really hoping we could do it on stream today. But we're running out of time. Ah, bugger. And I'm not going to want to wait either. Like, I really want to get on. I've been really enjoying these. I know I've only done 2 bits of fan art, but I've really been enjoying them. It is done. It is done. Jackie. Mate. Alright then. I'm going to be eagerly looking at that as soon as I'm done then. I think right now I'm still just like deciding what else to do. It's posted. Mate. Well, however it is, Jackie, let me just say thank you. Thank you for doing it. Especially kept on saying about how it looks so badass. Oh, whoops. Right. Need to adjust that. I'm really excited now. And I'm going to have that arm be a little bit more... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, it's because I've not selected that one, that's why. Right, let me just double check then. Cool, just a hand. The fire won't be too hard with blockouts, pinching and clay polish. Yeah, I reckon so. I've actually got like a bit of a reference that someone else has done in regards to how to do the fire. It'll be a bit tricky, but yeah, with clay polish and pinching, I reckon it'll be really good. Holy shit! I just saw it. Saga. I couldn't resist making your favorite Pokemon in the cool lights. Oh, Jackie. Thank you. Aww. That's really sweet of you, thank you. Right. I'm contemplating whether or not to merge the wings. I think it's time to merge them. Yeah, I think it's... Cuckoo. Yeah, I think it is time to merge them. Right, so we've got one webbing there. Let me see then. we have the 2 bits of webbing. We'll merge them together. In fact, I'll just quickly save it. Move Acu curve in the brush curves menu is great for pulling out points like the fire. Oh, 1 second. Oh, sorry, in the brush curves menu. Oh. Oh. Interesting. All right, thank you. I did not know about that. That's a really good idea. Thank you. Yeah, another good reminder. Learn more ZBrush Becker. Need to learn more about it. I just went to a Discord channel to take a look at that drawing, and holy shit, that's awesome, Jackie. Ah! You're killing me. Right. Yeah, like I said, I'll be looking at it as soon as I'm done. Although you're making it really hard for me to wait. Right, now that that's merged, oh, fuck. Oh, crap. Do that. You guys are making it harder for me to speak. And it's already hard for me to speak. Damn it. I think what I'll do then is we're going to warp out the wings a little bit more, because I did mention I wanted the tip of the wings to be a lot more spikier. So as soon as I'm done with this, which is not going to take very long at all, I think I'm going to pop off. Because it's about time I finish anyway. I do normally end now regardless. And that way I can check out what Jackie has done meanwhile. Oh, let's fix that. That's a little bit blunt. Make sure it's still curved. There we go, perfect. And then get these spiky bits here. In terms of the posture of the wings, I think how they are now is actually quite spot on. I'm not going to really want to change them. Technically speaking, the wings are completely symmetrical. They're tilted, but they're completely symmetrical. But fortunately, because of the way the entire thing is angled, I don't really think I need to change them much. If even at all, to be honest. Yeah, I really like how that looks there. Check Jackie's work while on stream for a live reaction. No, I always get worried when I look at things on stream because I get worried that I'm not very expressive. At least I don't think I am. So I get very afraid that I sound disappointed or I don't sound that interested. Which is one of the reasons why I don't like looking at things on stream. If I ever get a webcam, let me rephrase that. If I ever do webcam streams, then obviously that'll be different. Because then you can actually see my expression. Like, you can't see the massive grin I have on my face. You can't see that. So when all you have is my voice to go by, it doesn't sound very convincing, does it? Oh, maybe I'm just paranoid. I probably am paranoid. Okay. But I do like this. He's almost done. Yeah, I'd say he's actually about almost done. There's a lot more left to do. There's like tons left. But in regards to the actual positioning, yeah, I am paranoid. Okay, yeah. I can hear the grin in your face if that counts. That does count. Okay, good. But yeah, I'd say that the posture is done. What I will do there before I leave is I will merge it. So, tail is down there. Where's body? Although it's not typical. Okay, of course the tail and the body are like at the opposite ends. Right, so want to merge that down and merge that down. Cool. We've got the legs here. So we'll merge them together. And that's... Yep, so far so good. I was doing a little bit of a strange method there because I wanted to make sure I was selecting the right thing, I'm merging to the right thing. Since it's something that you can't reverse, you know, you don't want to merge the wrong things. which is why I keep on selling them just to like really confirm. Merge down. What is this one? That's the feetsies. Merge them together. These are the claws. We are not merging the claws. All the teeth. The heads. Are we ready to merge the heads? Let's just quickly check. I think we... not quite yet. We can merge that to the rest of it. Over the course of the stream, I have bred almost 40 eggs. Oh, goddamn, dude. Mate, nice one, though. Go, Troop, right? And I hope that you've enjoyed the stream meanwhile, dude. I really hope that you've enjoyed it meanwhile. Did you know that Peppa Pig is taller than Charizard? Yeah, actually, I did. Isn't Peppa Pig, like, terrifyingly huge? I do remember seeing that a while ago. I've lost the hands. I actually don't... Wait, where are the hands? There they are. Oh, there they are. What the hell? Okay, that was weird. Okay, there we go. That's the entire body merged. Well, not quite. And now it is time to geometry and... we'll go for like 450 resolution. Did I lose any information there? Nope, perfect. In fact, I probably could go lower than that. It's the parts on the wings I don't want to lose. In fact, that didn't even change, did it? Oh, there we go, still good. Okay, let's change it even further. 300. Cool, right, perfect. Hello, Vinesh, welcome. I don't know what Dunsparce is. I've not heard of that before, but she's the same height as General Grievous. Oh my god, that's terrifying to think about. Like, when you really think about it, that's like quite unsettling. The fact that that giant pig character is like that massive. And if you hear a bit of banging on the microphone, I apologise. That is Oliver. That is the good old Ollie Lolly. Banging microphones like he does. Yeah, exactly, Doom. Right, let's smooth out the tail. I suppose at this point, I could actually just Z remesh some of it, but I kind of don't want to do that. I actually really like how just smooth it all is. Right. Ah, that was a mistake. I forgot to move the foot out of the way, so now I guess it's merged for eternity. I mean, that's not too bad, to be fair, because you're not really going to notice it much. Maybe like that angle there. Or that one. But I think that's okay. I mean, that's a mistake on my part, but I'm going to live with that one. Oh, Doom as in a command by our resident friends. Oh, no. Doom as in, like, the Doom kitten, you know? I'm sleeping so, and then my cat gets up on my chair and tears up my sport poster. Oh, what? Oh, Mr. Horse, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That really sucks. Oh, mate. And for offense, no problem at all, mate. I'll catch you later, dude. I hope you have a good day. Right, that's all smoothed out. All smooth. I mean, we're not going to see the underbelly anyway, because we still got to get, like, the actual, you know, cream parts. But I'll still smooth it regardless. Just make it, like, nice and consistent. I'm back. I was bored, so I decided to learn the final solos of Down Psycho, and I succeeded. Oh, mate, well done. Ooh, well done, Pancake. And welcome back. It's also bad because I taped it up, but it's not really visible, so yeah. Oh, okay, fair enough then. I mean, that still sucks that it happened in the first place. But good, it's not that bad. You know, I gotta say, as much as I like Charizard, I really feel like he would look better with some back spikes. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like his body's just unsettlingly smooth. Then again, I suppose a lot of Pokemon are, aren't they? But there we go. Obviously the head isn't merged yet. That's what we have so far then. This is what we've accomplished for today, friends. You might like Ridley then. Oh, Ridley is cool. I do like Ridley. I need to stretch my back out. Oh my god. There's a lot of things to do with this. I still need to, so what I need to do then is fix up the feet, make the feet actually look like feet, so not whatever that is right now. I need to merge the head and neck. I want to move the head just slightly upwards and just remove that bulge right there before I merge them. I also want the horns to be, you know, like away from the rest of the neck. So again, gotta move it all upwards. Another thing I actually need to do is I forgot that Charizard's wings are coloured on both sides. That's one side is orange, the other side is blue, or more like teal. I forgot about that. So at some point, I'm actually going to duplicate the entirety of the wing membrane and ever so carefully expand it in such a way where I can make the inner part blue, but the outer part merge with the rest of the mesh, like with the this bit here, the fingers. That way it's seamless and clean. And of course, I gotta do the fire. And I need to, at some point what I'll be doing, I'll give you like a little demonstration. At some point, I'll be doing that and extracting it. Like that, but a lot better. Hold on. That way I can get like a nice and distinct underbelly. And then I'll be diving into colours. But like I said though, I do have to go now. And I'm probably not going to wait. I'm probably just going to do it in my own time because I'm really, really happy with this. I'm really just having fun and I'm sorry guys, I don't want to wait. But I do record it though, so like for any new people, I do record the entire process. I'll put it on YouTube so you can see like the entire thing there plus the commentary. My puppy ripped up a super rare first edition special covered copy of Harry Potter. And you'll think it cost my grandfather £200 to buy it for me for my birthday. Oh, sigh. Fuck me, man. That blows. Actually, that reminds me. It's nowhere near as big of a deal. But it does remind me of back when I first started playing World of Warcraft and I first decided to get my own account for Christmas or for my birthday. I think it's Christmas. My mum bought me the physical box editions for two of the expansions, for Cataclysm and Wrath of the Lich King. The box art was beautiful. Really, really awesome looking. And like I said, when I was getting into World of Warcraft for the first time ever, our dog chewed it up. Outright destroyed it. Obviously, it's not worth as much. It's nothing like your Harry Potter edition, but it is a shit feeling. I do know how that feels. Don't be sorry. If you don't want to wait, then don't. It's up to you when you want to finish it. I know, but it's also nice to be able to share it, though. I like being able to share it. But at the same time, though, Ker's going to be home soon, and I do stop anyway. So yes, I'm going to end. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. It really depends on just things. But as always, I'll let you know on Discord. I'll let you know on Twitter. So, for any new people, Discord, Twitter. I hope you'll have an absolutely breathtaking time and keep on living your gorgeous life. I agree with that entirely, Meg. Same goes to all of you and to you, Meg. I hope you have a wonderful night. And just thank you for the company and thank you for... Just thank you. And I will catch you guys later on Discord. Bye!